St. Charles?
I was just there.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Dude.
But yeah, that
is
sucks.
scary.
That seriously sucks. There's some great shops. I mean, we're there all the time, every couple days. And it's on like the legit come up again, man. The last couple times we've been down there, it's been packed. And some of the shops are really doing well. It's good to see. I was down at my favorite shop, the English shop.
Oh, yeah.
Getting
The picnic bars.
Picnic bars. You haven't had a picnic bar? We're going to go through this again? Oh, heck yes. Greatest
It's
candy
his
bar.
favorite candy bar.
It's not my favorite. It's the planet's best.
It's good. It's good.
It's the planet's
Bring
best.
some of those babies in.
Oh, we will. But that's
like
what we
you
get
can
them.
get them at this particular place that sells English goods.
Yeah, the English shop.
Like a poster of Polo now.
Shout out.
Yes. Polo's never coming back from London.
Oh, we got to call him.
Yeah.
Headline, Jewel of St. Charles left in pieces after water main break.
Oh,
yeah, listen,
man.
I get that Main Street's on the comeuppance.
It's never gone down, has it?
Oh, yes, it has.
Oh, excuse me.
There was a time.
It's had some rough spots.
I think the last time I was up there really hanging out at night, I guess they would bus in douchebags.
Oh. Those are called bachelor parties.
Yeah, well, a certain part of Main Street there where there are, some bars.
That's gone. It's gone. I haven't seen any of that.
These like party buses would just roll up and, 25 douchebags would get out. Ready to roll, ready to fight and drink.
You're talking about like on a Friday or Saturday night?
On a Friday or Saturday.
To be fair, I haven't really been down there late on a Friday or Saturday night or nothing, but...
It was me saying, man, this is not really my scene. I understand if you're younger. It's a younger man's game up there. At least it was the last time I was at.
Interesting.
I was
Well,
up
that
there in St.
perspective.
Charles
It
on
was
Main
like
Street.
it was like college bar stuff.
But then
for
it
a
shut
while.
all that
Yeah,
down.
they
Don't they have a
passed.
time limit now?
Yeah, they
curfew?
remember they passed all those laws. Kind of really hurt a lot of those
It did.
bars.
It did. It was you have to serve food.
It was some hoops you got to jump
some
through.
percentage.
Yeah.
Food versus
Alcohol.
booze.
Yeah.
And you have to have
Put
like
some places out of
something like
business.
80% regular people, 20% douche.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't have
yeah.
majority
Lower the douche count.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm
Yeah, well-
sorry, one douche in, one douche out.
Well, what was happening was people were going up there getting hammered and fighting in the street.
Hell yeah.
It's a good spot
Hell
to fight,
yeah,
man.
right? Yeah.
Roundhouses.
Come on.
Brief issue there, but I have not seen any of that. And during the day, during the week, during the weekends, we are there all the time, and it is lively. They got food trucks down in front of your park. There was a band playing on the pavilion.
I haven't seen it either because I don't go there.
I will say this.
Yeah,
think about it.
and
When you
every
had-
time you've freaking loved it.
Yeah, and I will say this. Think about it. Whenever they had all the bar fights and all that stuff out in the street, there weren't any water main breaks. So maybe we need more of those.
Maybe I just had a bad experience that last time.
You had one bad experience, and now this
That's
is
it.
the
No,
last time.
and I've gone and I've
That was
met
the first time. It was 20 years ago.
and I've met Moon and his family up there. We've had some great times.
Yeah.
Whether it be Halloween, they have a great Halloween thing up there.
Christmas
You don't
time.
Oktoberfest. You came up for
Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest. I think you came up for Festival of the Little Hills as well.
Well, we were up there for that. The beer thing they have there too.
Oktoberfest?
Yeah, it's Oktoberfest, right?
No, there was a couple. We were down on the waterfront.
It's in the fall.
Oktoberfest.
It's in the fall.
It's
No,
like
and
after
there was a-
September, but before November.
There was a Halloween thing too.
Oh,
Anyway.
yes, I know what you're talking about. I forgot the name. but
Ghost
yeah.
tours. Cobblestone ghost tours.
I
No,
was
it's this,
up there
It's this
for-
thing on Maine where they do there's people dressed up and they do
Trick or
like period
treat.
piece things.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Is that where the Funny Bone's at?
Yeah.
No, that's Streets
No,
of St.
Funny-
Charles.
yeah, Funny Bone is
That's where the
Streets.
old Noah's Ark was.
Which is also
Not the OG Noah's Ark, right?
super lively again.
Like
Yeah.
with Noah, who grabbed like the real Noah, who took two of every animal. No, that's not.
No,
That's not.
that's
no,
some other Missouri town
That's somewhere
where
else.
the Ark was.
St. Charles is dope. I want to have a shop there.
I want that for you.
Did you see that?
I do.
I was walking the dog over there yesterday and went underneath the highway, and I saw that new building they're doing right by Streets of St. Charles. And
Oh,
it's
it's the-
chicken and pickleball
Yeah,
courts.
it's a pickleball thing. They
That's
they
gonna
got
be
one of those-
awesome.
Because we need more pickleball.
Well, you can
Yes,
rent
chicken ball.
But I saw you could rent canoes and all that kind of stuff. They're going to have all kinds of really cool stuff there.
It's
They're
called
building all these pickleball courts.
Yeah.
And it's going to be. It's a fad.
It's out of control. Yep.
It's going to be.
It was cool.
In 15 years, there's going to be all these empty pickleball courts.
It's
That'll
called,
be converted to tennis courts again.
Yeah, it's called Chicken and Pickle. It's
There'll be a documentary on Hulu about the pickleball era.
Yeah.
apparently it's really popular in like Kansas City. There's a bunch of them all over the
Chicken
place.
and pickleball?
Chicken and pickle. It's just like it's
You hit
pickleball
either
with,
one of them.
with a food court or
But you're on somebody's shoulders playing pickleball.
running at one another.
Yeah.
I was up in up on Main Street, St. Charles, I think for our buddy's 40th birthday. We were.
You had a bus?
We were in a bus. We were in a bus. And we were taking a tour. We went to a bunch of different places. Okay. And it was one up on Main Street. And remember, I'm not going to mention the place again.
Oh, come on.
I mentioned it once before, and I feel bad. We went to this place, and nobody was there. It was like 6 o'clock on a Friday. It was like one of the first stops we made.
This is where?
It was Llewellyn's, wasn't it?
On Main Street?
Main Street.
Okay.
And we went upstairs. There's a bar up there. There's a dance floor. There was like nobody. It was just our party was in there.
Sausage Fest.
And I went to take a seat, and they came over and said, "Excuse me, sir, you can't sit here.
I know exactly what place you're talking about now.
You can't sit here.
Why?
This is the VIP section."
Oh.
I go, "There's nobody here.
Did you not
Do you know
see
who I
the
am?
fake velvet rope? Did you
There's
not
nobody
see
here.
Seems like I am the most important person here.
There
because
is nobody here."
Right.
Oh, no, sir. You see, you have to observe the velvet rope.
Bottle service only.
You went under the velvet rope. Clearly, you are in an area you shouldn't be in.
it? And you
This
know
is
it.
VIP, sir.
Yes. That sucks.
Excuse me. If you look around, there's nobody in this establishment except for our party.
I worked at a place like that for like a week and hated it so much on Washington Ave. Club Keo, now defunct, I'm sure. But it was just like douche city. Bottle service only. Everyone had to have a booth. And it was just like guys making 40 grand a year trying to pretend.
Oh, yeah, to be ballers.
Ballers, yeah.
Ballers.
And like,
Me. Oh, $450 for a bottle of Grey Goose and,
Yeah.
and orange
Exactly.
juice and seltzer? Cool.
Right
Yep.
on.
yeah, exactly. If I wasn't rich, would I be wearing this fedora?
Oh, wait, and you're going to put a sparkler in it when you walk it over?
Hell yes,
Sign
you
me
are.
up.
Yeah.
I want to go
All
sit
right.
with those guys.
Grey Goose with all the fixins. Awesome.
It's on fire from the sparkler.
Yeah, they make a big. Have you ever had bottle service?
Of course I have. I've never paid
what
for
an
it.
I was
experience!
going to say,
I've been the
only
bevy
when,
of babes.
What an experience!
Yeah. Only
I've
when
walked
someone else
into a
pays for it.
booth.
You've been the girl in her outfit she got at Wet Seal?
Yes. I had a 579 outfit on and walked in with my babes, and we said, we're not paying for any of this.
That's
And then
true.
we sat on a guy's lap and left after our drinks were
That's
done.
it. That's all you got to do. See, if I went and sat on a guy's lap who was having bottle service,
I
could.
get,
well, I guess
An
depending on what
I get bottles
depending on
every
what
time.
bar it's at.
I think you all could sit on a guy's lap and get a free drink.
I get bottles
Thank
every
you.
time I sit on
You're
somebody's
welcome.
lap.
And by drink, if you mean uppercut, yes.
No, you just get a bottle over the head.
Yeah, bottle service. Wow.
Bottle service. What a racket that is.
So stupid. Don't ever do bottle service.
A $40
No, do
bottle
that.
of Grey Goose
Keeps
for
people in business.
$450. That's all it was.
It's
too.
about
I mean,
the experience.
Yeah, but the experience was lame, dude.
You're mixing
That's the
your
other
own
thing.
drinks.
No, you're not.
You're
give
bartending
you-
for yourself.
No, you're not.
Yeah, they give you a carafe.
Well, then you're not going
of
to the right place.
orange
Well, they
juice.
would make it was both.
No, no.
They had
They
like
make
you
you
had
the
your own
first drink.
mixers, but then they also would like they'd take your goose and make a martini with it.
They
for
make you the first drink. Every time we've had bottle service, I've been around. They usually make you the first drink and then walk away. You never see
And
the
then you got
waitress.
to pour your own drinks after that.
Right.
Yeah.
You get the carafe of orange juice or cranberry juice or both.
Let me ask you this.
$450. I better get both.
$450 for the $40 of Grey Goose, making your own drinks. Do you tip 20% on that $450 as
You know
you're
what they
sitting
usually
there?
do for service like that? They usually include
Gratuity.
gratuity
Okay.
in the
And
bill.
I've never paid, so I have no idea how that works.
In the bill. Have you ever been to a place, and there's a video of this that was going viral this weekend, of a bunch of quote-unquote ballers
Yeah.
going to a club in Vegas, getting bottle service. They bring all the stuff over. Guy's credit card is declined, and then they just pack it up. And
Oh, man.
That's a bummer.
they just pack it up before anybody could take the
Don't
first.
touch it.
Before they could take the first, drink, they'd pack it all up.
You want to be a baller, shot caller, Capital One. They want to call you. Your card has been declined. What a sad night out in Vegas. Tonight, we live like there's no tomorrow. Tonight, excuse me, sir, what? They just pick up the whole blanket, tie it up in a knot like a hobo sack, and just carry it out.
I'm sorry, sir. Is this your Capital One card?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it's been declined.
Oh.
You're going to have to go down to the Golden Nugget.
Our group ended up in a place with bottle service kind of stuff, and this was not only a place that had the bottle service, but this is a place that had no name, no sign, no nothing.
Fancy.
This is up in Chicago, and we came out of one bar, and we were goofed up pretty good, and this dude was standing outside this place, and we're like, fuzzy, kind of looking up, and I was like, well, I think this is a place. Let's go in. Guy puts his hand on my chest and says, what is the pass? And I said, my jacket is the pass. Because I had this cool jacket.
Rizz's dream.
I had this
Look at this.
I had this cool jacket, and I go, my jacket is the password. And he's like, you know what? That's pretty clever. Go on in. And he let me in. And, there's not that many folks in here. And I was like, hey, this whole group is with me. And he's like, yeah, great. He can go in. He can go in. He's not allowed. He's not allowed.
Oh.
Now, what was the criteria?
They had shorts on. So they're like, and I was like, and they're like,
Oh.
they're like,
No
they won't
knees.
let me in. And I was like, oh, you'll be fine.
Yeah, you sure the bar wasn't called No Knees?
No. So then we go in.
No knees.
We go in. Well, almost all of us go in. About 8 of us go in. And one of the guys who's along for the ride, not one of the band members or crew members, he's along for the ride, fun friend, just awesome guy. He's excited. I think this was the first day he was on tour with us. He was kind of hitching a ride and having some tour fun, right? And he's like, bottle service is on me.
Oh.
He puts his card up there and is like, it's whatever you want. It's going to be the greatest. And then he fell through a glass table.
Wow.
Oh.
Immediately?
Pretty much. It wasn't.
Did they run his card?
Oh yeah.
Oh, good.
Not only did
Did get the drinks.
I'm almost certain he paid for bottle service. I'm almost certain he bought a table, and then the next day we're in, who knows where the hell we're at, Arkansas or something. And he's like, hey, has anybody seen my credit card?
Oh no.
And sure enough, it was at that no-name bar. How do you find a bar? How do you find a
You
card
can't certainly yell
of a
it.
bar with no name?
Right.
Yikes.
He had to track down what the heck this place
Yeah.
was. I think he had a friend go back there or something like that, try to find the place. Like, it was on this street across from this place.
We were in Vegas, and it was a buddy's 30th who went to a club, had a booth, got the bottle service, $700.
Who?
$700
Worth
for
it.
a bottle of Grey Goose. And I go, I ain't paying for none of this. None of this. I want no. Well, this is Paris Hilton's booth. I don't care.
That's a big deal.
I want to pay. Oh, it's taken care of? Okay. I'll take a cranberry
platter.
juice.
Thank you.
I got a UTI. More cranberry juice, please. I'm not. Yeah, I declare. I'm paying for none of this.
I do declare.
It's taken care of. Okay, I'll take.
All right, I'll have a drink.
So you got hooked up?
Yeah,
Nice.
Was
I had a
Paris?
similar.
Paris was not there when we
Dang
were
it.
in our booth.
We went to this, not as nice. We went to the east side one night. Group, I can't remember what it was for, but somebody didn't have their ID. And we went to Penthouse, I believe. It might have been Diamond Cabaret back then.
It's back to Diamond Cabaret, I believe.
Okay. Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe it was Penthouse back then. And we couldn't get him. And I was like, hey, man, he's of age. He's an idiot. He didn't bring his wallet. Da, 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 da. Worked it out. $100 left in the air. And he gets in. We all go sit down. This guy's a maniac. He goes and he orders 2 pitchers of beer. Our asses barely grazed the seats of the couch, and he goes right up to the bar, to the stage, to get as close to the strippers as he can. Sits down, holding 2 pitchers of beer, one in each hand. Doesn't realize it's a roll. The chair has rollers on it to roll up to the stage. It's like one of those, it looks like a regular chair,
Right.
but has rollers on the bottom so people can get in and out. And he sat down and it rolled out from under him, and he just held onto the beer and poured it on his own face and chest. Within 30 seconds of arrival, kicked him out, kicked us all. I'm just like, I just paid $100. You know how much I paid? That's
For this?
$200 a minute.
Right.
Because you're only in there 30 seconds.
You get in the place through weird circumstances. You're supposed to fly under the radar,
Yes.
you dummy.
as best you can.
Yeah, smashing tables does not help.
Neither
Jeremiah.
does taking a beer shower right in front of where everyone's looking.
You see this? You see this email?
From Jeremiah?
Yeah, 43.
He doesn't know what bottle
Yeah,
service
43
is.
partied my most of my adult life, and I do not know what bottle service is. So
You
let's
never heard
explain
about
it.
bottle service?
I got the Wikipedia entry.
Okay.
Here we go. If you don't know what bottle service is, Bottle service is the sale of liquor by the bottle in mostly North American lounges and nightclubs. The purchase of bottle service typically includes a reserve table, a reserve table for the patron's party, and mixers of the patron's choice. Bottle service can include the service of a VIP host who will ensure that patrons have sufficient mixers and will often make drinks using the patron's liquor bottle and mixers. The purchase of bottle service sometimes results in cover charge being waived for the purchaser's party and often allows patrons to bypass entrance lines. Basically, you're so overpaying.
Yeah.
So what it is, in a nutshell, is you get your own little area. They bring over a bottle of vodka or champagne. And they bring over a carafe or 2 or 3 of mixers and ice.
And they take care of you.
So, yeah.
Depending on the place.
But it's way overpriced.
Yeah, it's the fast pass for club bar life.
It's what? So for a $40 bottle of vodka, you're paying $450.
Yes.
You're almost paying for the experience.
Yes, and
feeling important.
Well, okay,
Paying
maybe.
for the status.
but you're also paying to, again, each place kind of does it different. You're also paying for the convenience. I'll say this. So back in Chicago,
Well, you don't have to belly up to the bar.
right? Lot of Chicago. Well, not just that. A lot of Chicago experiences. We had a friend, got to know the band. I think he was in another band as well, but got to know the band. Every time we're in Chicago, he was like really, really well off. I forget what this guy sold, but he did like a lot of stuff, and he loved hanging with the bands, right? Super gracious, nice guy, just wants to like take care of everybody. And he would always like arrange transportation and be like, hey, let's party afterwards. Like, oh, okay, cool. We're going with you know who. And we would go with him. And
Which is great because it's probably on his dime.
well, dude, we would go to a couple different clubs, but one of them in particular, and we would go. And there would be a line, guys, and I'm talking like hour, 2 lines, that kind of stuff, outside. Beautiful people, all dressed up. We would never have been allowed in this place in band gear. You know what I'm saying? And this dude would go up to one of the security guys who's in like a nicer suit that I could ever afford.
Yeah.
Just the security guys would go up and they'd be like, okay, yeah, bring the band in. And they'd bring us into some basement door and through something. They would kick people out. They would give us a booth. And, you know, people that weren't doing the bottle service, they would move them, let us sit down on these nice leather seats, and they would bring all this stuff. And he probably dropped $1,000 at least every single time. But nobody went to the bar. Everybody had our own corner. Like, it was like the coolest thing. And I'm not saying it was cool and not douchey, because it was both.
And that's what this said. You know, you bypass lines. You don't have to, you don't have to stand in line to get in. You don't have to stand in line at the bar.
Right.
But
and
you're paying for that.
Exactly. He probably dropped, guys, I'm telling you, he probably dropped $1,000 at least every single place we went.
Wow.
And he would do the same thing. He'd be like, hey, you know, I got so-and-so. I'm sure it looked like he was going up there saying, I got the band with me. But he probably said, I got $1,000 with me.
I got $1,000 with me, and I'm willing to pay for, you know, a bottle of Tito's.
Right. But it was, it was a great experience because for guys that have bus call in 2 hours, we're trying to get in there and party and have fun and then leave. That's
what bottle service is. I haven't been to Chicago in a while. I love Chicago.
Dude, I've had so many great Chicago experiences. What a place.
We snuck into a place in Chicago. I called. We didn't belong there. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
We went for a friend's bachelor party. It was just like 4 or 5 of us. And I called and I was a concierge. I said I was a concierge from the Four Seasons and Rod Blagojevich's nephew.
Nice.
I had to make it a believable was on his bachelor party. And they were like, oh, sure. We'll make room for you. We'll put
Was
your
he
name.
the governor then?
He was the governor then. And, you know, this is a place where everybody rolls up in a limo.
Yeah.
And we had to get dropped off in a cab like 2 blocks away from the place, so we couldn't blow our cover. And they were like, we didn't see your limo pull up. And we're like, oh, round the corner. And like we were all what we thought dressed up was at that time in our life. Very young. Mm-hmm. And we went inside and we got escorted into this private room, and there were like Playboy bunnies with the actor Gerard Depardieu. Do you know who that is?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. He's in some deep trouble.
Is he the peeing on an airplane guy?
I think he's
Christopher
Columbus. Yeah.
Oh.
He's had some issues over in France.
My father, the hero.
Sexual improprieties.
Gerard. Well, I think I saw the budding issues that night because he had like three. This was like right when that movie I think had come out. Like My Father, the Hero. He was kind of in the. Because I think wasn't he also in Life of Pi? Wasn't he the chef? It doesn't matter.
Wait, we talking about the dude?
Gerard Depardieu.
Kind of big. He's got like kind of a gnarled nose.
Yes.
He's been a big star for
very
ages.
famous French actor.
Very unique looking.
We had no money, dude. We probably had like $50 a piece to spend, and I ordered. I think I ordered like a Bud Light, and it was like $37 or something.
Yeah.
And I was just like, and my friend ordered. I just remember my friend ordered a martini, the Bachelor, and we had to. It took more than one guy to pay for it.
Yeah,
that was a sign.
Well, it's a Chicago
It's a
prices.
sign you're in the wrong place. And this was like high end back room. He ordered like a martini, and I want to say it was like close to $100.
Yeah, that's
like
the one
$80
thing.
or
a
something.
good deal.
And this is 20 years ago.
Yeah, listen, you go out in St. Louis versus going out in Chicago. Yeah, you're not paying as much here as you are there for everything.
Right.
Well, we quickly were like, we got to get out of here, man. We had to know. And then we went and found some stinky bar that was for people like us, for pieces of crap like us, and we had a good night.
Well, as far as this water main break goes on Main Street in St. Charles, yeah, it's they're hoping to get it all fixed up by the July 4th weekend, which is this weekend. But the fact that it's all old there is really complicating the situation. There's sand underneath the bricks, so it was 100-year-old pipe that burst.
Oh, great.
So it was a 100-year-old pipe that
And they
burst.
just fixed all this stuff on the road.
It was a
just
cast
south of
iron
that.
pipeline that burst. And they say the age of everything, the excessive heat, there's sand underneath the bricks that fill Main Street because of the water and moisture that seeped into parts of the road. A lot of the bricks had to be completely uprooted, cleaned, and then replaced.
Dang.
Wait, so they've already done that since Sunday?
They're doing it. They're removing, cleaning, replacing hundreds of those bricks.
Wow.
And they got a lot of the street all cordoned off. Yeah, it's a mess.
Dang.
There's a lot of businesses right there too.
Yeah, man. That's a bummer. That's a real bummer. There's a couple restaurants there. That might be close to the coffee house, too.
Which hopefully by this weekend. Could be hot and swampy this weekend, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And people be outside.
Heating up. The rest of the week is just getting hotter and hotter and wetter and wetter.
Hey, do you think, by the way, just going back to Chicago for a second, do you think people here in St. Louis, I know the sports rivalry thing. I know, Cardinal fans are supposed to hate Cubs fans. I know Blues fans are supposed to hate Blackhawk fans. Mm-hmm. But what about the city itself? Is it just something you have to say that you hate St. Louis, that you hate Chicago if you're from St. Louis?
If you say that, I mean, that's just to say it. You're cheating yourself. That's pretty stupid.
Yeah, because people might say it, but they still vacation there all the time.
So I was just looking at this list. It was controversial things people pretend to hate.
Okay.
Oh, pretend. Okay, so people are pretending it.
Yeah.
So people are like, you almost have to say, I hate Chicago.
Yeah, okay.
But, it's a cool city.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay to like the city
It's okay to like the city.
just because you're from another city.
But you feel like you need to say you hate Chicago.
I got no problem with that, though. It just, good. That means we won't run into each other up there, and you won't add
Need
to
more
the
room
traffic.
for me.
Yeah, you're not going to add to the traffic.
All right,
it's bad enough.
So think about this. What are some controversial things people pretend to hate? And I do have a list that.
Cats. Straight up.
Yeah, cats.
Yep.
Okay,
It's
that's a good one.
It's
That's
a
a good one.
fad.
It's not on my list.
It's a fad.
People act like you can't love dogs and cats. You can't love all the animals. And it's so stupid. Oh, you're a cat person. You're a cat lady. Yeah,
Yeah, it's popular to not like cats because you don't know what you're talking about.
that's right.
Some of us really don't like cats.
Yeah, very few in comparison to relative to the number of outspoken cat haters. Like, oh, cats. It's like, what? You've
Right.
probably never met a cat.
Yeah. Have you ever cuddled with a cat? Have you ever had a cat bring their favorite toy to you in the night?
Maybe
and they
that's
just
what I'm
love
missing.
You so much.
Maybe that's what I'm missing. Maybe I never cuddled with a cat.
Yeah, have you ever had a cat?
And then I have a
Cat
dog
cafe.
named Cat, and Cat the dog likes to cuddle with
There's
me.
a cat cafe just above the Waterfield Street in St. Charles.
Exactly. Go there.
Which I will never. More room for you,
We,
Moon.
we were just there. Yeah, that's right. Please stay away.
You named your dog after a cat, and you hate cats.
Oh.
I have a dog named after a cat, too. Simba.
Yeah, I mean from Lion King.
Simba.
We named the dog Cat kind of as
ironic?
like an ironic thing.
Oh, I get it,
Really
buddy.
to confuse.
I get it.
Okay.
As a joke.
We were joking. Yeah, I got the joke.
There's some
Get on with your list. What's happening on that list?
All right, so we'll put cats on the list.
All right.
Imagine her at a comedy show. I get the joke. Move on.
Yeah, we have
Supposed to laugh.
We have a neighbor close to our house in our subdivision that they have a cat that they have out. It's an outside cat. And this thing, what a pain in the ass this thing is.
What does it do?
Why?
It's being a cat, and that's a pain in the
It
ass.
eats all the rodents.
It roams, okay,
Freely.
and bothers my dogs.
That cat is just
Oh,
living, and your
no.
dogs happen to see it.
Yeah,
That's
wait a
just
second.
what's happening.
Exactly. Does it bother your dogs, or are your dogs misbehaving
My
when
dogs
they see
are
the dog?
bothered by the cat.
You love, don't even start with me about this, because everybody loves when your animal gets kind of riled up about something, because it's like a different temperament. Like whenever our
I do not love
floozy
that.
cat
I don't like that at
walks
all.
around our neighborhood and my cats get to the window and they start doing the yowling and the big poofy tail, I'm right there with them looking at it like, let's have this a moment.
So the cat will be out in front of my house, and the dogs will see the cat and start going nuts. We were walking the dogs the other day. The cat was lying in the middle of the street.
Just lying there.
Oh, okay, yeah. So,
What a terrible creature.
So your dog's
Shut up,
behavior
Scott.
is the cat's fault. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
if the cat
okay.
was
This
just
is
kept
sounding
inside.
very
That's
familiar. I know
right.
people like this. Oh, yeah, their behavior is other people's fault.
Right.
I didn't ask to have a cat.
What?
I didn't ask to have a cat, so why is this thing on
You
roaming around
chose
my
to have
property?
you chose to have animals.
Yeah, you live
on
behind
Earth.
woods. You live behind woods where there's squirrels and rabbits.
Yeah, but that's what I know that. Like, I know there's going to be an occasional deer.
Dude.
I know there's going to be an occasional
Do you hate deer?
bunny.
Yeah, you're upset
No,
with
but
nature.
I moved to that area knowing
That there are
that's a
animals.
thing. That's a thing.
Your dogs are jealous of the cat.
Cats
They want to
included.
be free like that cat is laying in the road.
Is the cat collared? Does the cat have a collar?
I don't know. I'm trying
He's
to.
never
I'm
been
trying to
he's
think.
never been close enough. He hates this thing. Has never
I'm
looked at the
curious,
eye.
like,
Right.
if it was a wild cat,
No, we
feral
know whose
cat.
we know whose house it is.
so you know it belongs to someone.
Yeah.
So if a deer was in your yard and it had a collar on it,
You'd be okay.
would you be like, whose deer is this? Whose dumbass deer is pissing my dogs off? If it had little jingly, because there are people that have pet deer. I've seen
Jealous
like
of
There
those
are?
people.
Didn't what's her name?
seen-
Breakfast at Tiffany's. What's her name?
Audrey Hepburn.
Audrey Hepburn. She
Yeah.
had a pet deer.
She did. And she would be a deer if she were an animal. Just
All
gonna say.
the fawns are out right now, man.
Oh, there's a lot.
They're
So
everywhere.
Oh,
cute. I
yeah.
had two yesterday.
Mama came right up to our yard and was like,
Yeah, that's
"All
fine.
right,
That's
man."
fine. I know. I live next to the woods. That's going to happen.
Hunter in the chat says if it was a random dog roaming around, people would be angry. Yeah,
Good
that's,
point.
go.
it's different.
Double
Good
standard,
point.
baby.
Good point. That is a point for you. That
Thank
is
you,
a good
Moon.
point.
Thank you.
Dogs
Thank you, Moon.
are larger, and it's a different scenario. First of all, and if the cat's coming up
I
to you and like
disagree.
threatening you, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. That is offense. That's an offense.
I'm happy to see any and all animals. I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
It's an animal lounging. And if I see a dog, hey, when's the last time you've seen a dog roaming that was just laying
Right.
and lounging?
Well,
if you saw that, if
I
that behavior
disagree.
was the same, then we could have this comparison. But what,
No,
apples and oranges.
not apples and oranges.
Like you're right, dogs and cats,
no.
quite different.
Freedom and oppression. That's what we're talking about.
we are talking about that. I'm glad you bring this
That's
up.
what we're talking about.
Yes.
Because
You're
a
right.
dog would not have to be aggressive for people to call. If you saw a dog out trotting around, going trash can to trash can, minding his own business, living his best life, because that used to be a thing. I talk about it in my act. I used to have an outside dog, and that dude was cool as hell, and nobody messed with him, and he could roam the town. No one called animal control. Those days are gone because we've humanized dogs. Cats still get to live both lives. Cats
Apparently
on your
not.
fence. If cats walking on your fence outside, they're like, "Oh, he's shaking his fist," like, "This darn cat, stop making my dogs." But that cat still's going about. But if you saw a dog just roaming around the neighborhood, somebody's either picking it up or they're calling animal control to come get it.
So let me ask you this: just because the rights of one species has been taken away, you want to take the rights for the other species away?
Not
or-
all
or-
animals are equal.
Or would you like to maybe be pro random dog?
I want
rather
equality.
than
I agree with that. Hang on. Riz brings up a good point.
I want
because
pet equality.
I'm going to go
Which
even
direction?
further. I'm even going to go further. Let's say somebody's pet boa constrictor is in the middle of the road. It is
come on.
pandemonium for the neighborhood shuts down.
apples, oranges, and now bananas.
I'm just saying, if it's a dog in the street, a cat in the street, I'm feeding them both, and they can come live with my house.
Andrew, on the instant feedback, good point. Before you say, go talk to the neighbor, this neighbor is a freaking psycho that probably could not be reasoned with anyway. So
why? Because they have a cat.
That's right.
Because people hate cats.
Matt says loose dogs are a bigger concern because it might be hit by a car.
Well, cats as well,
So could
man.
a cat.
Yeah, a cat can too.
That's a dumb
But thankfully,
statement.
snakes can't.
Cats are car-proof.
Anyway, controversial things people pretend to hate. Cats. Put it on the list.
Thank
Give
you.
me another one. We got Chicago and we got cats.
Clowns would be on there.
Clowns.
Yes,
Yes, I got clowns on the
yes.
list.
Yeah.
Yes, there's some clown hatred that's just for show.
It's very
It's
true.
just for show.
I
it's-
think of your wife, though, man. She hates clowns. She is afraid of clowns.
I think she has an apprehension. Yes,
It was
there's
very
not a-
trendy
It's
at a
not a
certain
hate. My
point to
wife
hate
hates
Oh my
no
gosh.
one.
When Ronald McDonald used to come to Emmis and Mal worked with us, she had to leave for the day. She had to leave because she was like, I can't be in the same room with that clown.
Yeah, she's.
What about you sure it wasn't an excuse just to go home?
It might have been.
But I thought it was so sweet. Like, I never met and she was like, I'm terrified. I'm like,
Yeah, but that's a real thing. Like she didn't hate
She
them at
doesn't
all.
hate
She's
them.
just like, I'm a little uncomfortable.
uneasy. Yeah.
Well, if I walked to my dog and there was a clown laying in the street,
Yeah, well, you
out.
better leave
Well,
the
if
feed.
they're feral clowns. They
I'm out of there. Feral clown, dude.
hit by cars.
All the time.
No, the
Especially if he climbed in the sewer.
Clowns were, especially when the newest It movie came out.
Yes.
It was very trendy to hate clowns.
It was also very trendy to put red balloons in sewers, which I actually hope. I think that's so awesome. And please continue.
Wait, hold on. Is this, chicken egg here? Like, clowns, think about all the Rob Zombie movies. Think about, what's the new one with the clown that we were talking about?
Oh,
Horrifier,
Horrifier.
Terrifier 2,
Terrifier.
Yeah.
Poltergeist, the original It. Clowns have been a source of evil
right.
Yes.
and mayhem for way longer
All
than
of a sudden, everybody had a clown phobia.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
all
we're
of a sudden-
traumatizing each generation again, anew, with the same.
Well, it's this, it's the mask. It's a human with a mask on, so you don't know who they are. That's why it works. in
Clowns are on the
films.
list.
All right.
Spiders.
Controversial things people pretend to hate. Spiders, no, those are legit. Everybody should hate spiders.
Thank you.
I'm not going to
just
put that on
making
the
sure
list.
we're all on the same page. Burn the house down.
Spiders, yes. Everybody hates them and should hate them.
Scott, how have you not said redheads, man?
Well, I was going to say Carrot Top. Carrot Top is one that everyone
Carrot,
pretends
great
they hate.
one.
That's
Yeah.
a good one, dude.
Great one.
Yeah.
That's a
Carrot
good
Top.
one.
That's a good one.
And he's one of the funniest dudes on the planet. And everyone
Absolutely.
pretends to hate him. And it's so weird.
For no reason.
It's wild. Guy looks like you is a big Carrot Top defender.
But that's what
Wow.
clowns are, Carrot Top, like anything with red hair. It's just weird how we are the last group
Right.
of people that are still okay
Do
to
it,
hate
Scott.
on.
Hit it.
I'm like, what's
Dude,
up?
Carrot
we're the,
Top
Let it out.
sucks.
we're
Let
the
it
biggest minority on the planet.
Why?
We're most hated.
That's
I
right.
don't understand
And you know
it.
what? These people.
I need free
What do you
people.
mean by
What do you
these
mean by
people?
these
I need
people?
free things.
These people, think about I talk to my redheaded friends all the time. I go, you guys are superhuman. It takes double the anesthesia to put you out. And that is saying something.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why
Back
we're
to
afraid
you.
of you guys.
We're a better breed. We're the perfect breed.
They can't be taken down.
Well, now we're getting into eugenics, and that's a problem.
That is problematic.
Hey, somebody.
Now you're finding out why people hate you. You're talking some crazy talk.
We
Co-
finally had perfection.
Cody on
Is
the
that a
chat.
thing?
The number one answer. Ding, ding, ding. Survey says Nickelback.
Yes.
Nickelback. Yeah.
100%.
Put on a hell of a show.
100%. Nickelback.
Every time somebody's
Great
like,
songs.
oh, blah, 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 Nickelback.
Sure.
I'm always like, oh, yeah. What did Chad do to you?
Burn it down.
What did it do
Crank
to
it.
you?
It's a
Just
great
put
song.
out a whole bunch of
Nickelback?
singles that did really, really,
There's-
really well.
There's 4 bands I put up there. Nickelback,
Creed.
Limp Bizkit,
Yep.
Van Hagar.
Oh, you think in this town?
Maybe not this town.
Yeah, maybe not this
Maybe
time.
not this
Everywhere
town.
else,
I was gonna
dude.
say, Sammy
I-
Hagar's
But
on a
everywhere
postage
else.
stamp
I've got
in St. Louis.
I've gotten in some not so fun screaming matches on tour buses about Van Hagar.
Have you?
Oh yeah. I mean, people are like, "Oh, dude, you can't even consider it's the same band." And I was like, "Oh, okay, let's sit down and have this."
Maybe
out.
not in St. Louis.
But everywhere else.
Not over here on this side of the desk.
You're not a Van Hagar guy?
How not?
How?
Like what?
That's the good
what is it that
version.
you're throwing up that you?
That's the
you
good
must
version.
Deny a whole bunch of really, really great
My,
songs.
I don't like
my
the others.
God-given name is Rafe Lee Roth.
No, I mean, as far as lead singers go for Van Halen,
Yeah, please.
I'm a David Lee Roth girl through and through. But to deny the Van Hagar success,
Yeah.
possibly even more successful than the original Van Halen.
What? Come on.
No, I mean, just based on album
You're
sales.
talking crazy.
I know.
Yes, but those album sales were built on the back of David Lee Roth. If without David Lee Roth, Van Halen is just a band playing in New Jersey somewhere.
No one's arguing that. No one's saying anything
So then
about that.
you get to step into a winning situation.
Eddie, yeah, okay, great. So what? You're still not taking away. You're still not taking away that because of that dude and because of that combination, and because of those records, Eddie Van Halen and his brother and Michael got to continue playing, writing, and giving us more and more
they
and
still
more.
are
How
write
is this
good songs.
How is this bad?
Okay, I
There
stand
is nothing
corrected.
bad here.
David Lee Roth absolutely wins the Van Halen Commerce Battle. And this is reported in 2015 from a thing called GuitarPlayer.com. So who knows? 57 million records worldwide versus Hagar's 27.
Oh, only
golly,
27.
sorry,
Only.
27 million.
Only half.
They went diamond
That's
twice.
terrible,
It's almost
man.
10
Half
years
of
old.
Diamond Dave's totals. If you don't believe me, watch the documentary when they tried to tour together. I love it.
Oh, best of both worlds?
Loved it.
Did not go well.
Loved it.
Did not go well.
I'm
Loved
just saying.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
just saying,
All
we
right, okay.
wouldn't even be talking about Van Halen in the same light if it weren't for that.
Somebody on the instant feedback, good one, Guy Fieri. Who
Yeah.
can hate that guy?
Yeah.
He's so much fun.
Why do people love to hate
Ridiculous
that
looking.
guy?
Because he's so ridiculous.
Because I think
looking.
until you like get to know him, there's a lot of let's say high impact, offensible accessories.
Yeah, there's a comedian named Shane Torres who has a bit about what did Guy Fieri ever do to you?
Is he the one that's like, all he wants you to do is just eat unhealthy?
just
That's it.
He's
just
just
enjoy
like-
your food.
He donates pretzel makers to underprivileged schools so they can have treats in the cafeteria. And he's like, just because he looks like he stuck his finger in a light socket while drinking a Mountain Dew, like, I think it's his aesthetic.
Yeah.
Sunglasses on the back of the head.
Bowling shirt.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
He's wearing the bowling costume at all
He
times.
dresses like everybody's uncle.
Yeah, there's a couple things.
I love that about him.
There's a couple
Me
things about his
too.
look that are suggestible that don't necessarily match where it goes eventually. So whatever.
Check out Shane Torres' bit.
I think
he
I
did
saw
it on
hilarious.
Conan. Google it. It's funny.
Candy corn. People love to hate candy corn.
Yep.
It's pretty gross.
It is gross.
I mean-
that's a winner.
Ever had it with a cashew? Tastes like a payday.
Yeah, it
Peanuts,
is.
a handful of
that, yeah.
peanuts.
It is
And
okay
peanuts,
in a
yeah.
mix. It's good in a mix, bad by itself.
Okay.
Pineapple on pizza.
Right.
Ooh,
it's fine.
Cauliflower crust.
That nobody likes that.
Yeah, see,
See, everyone
There you
loves
go.
it. You'd have
Cauliflower
no clue.
crust is the ginger of
it's so
pizza
cool.
crust.
It's the perfect crust.
Man, you are just.
It's the
The
perfect crust.
ginger of
not-
pizza
Takes twice
crust.
as long to
No,
cook
it's
it.
not the perfect crust.
That's what he
Actual
just said.
bread is
It's
the
quite
perfect
good.
crust.
It's quite
He
good.
just said. He just said it.
I was at Press last night. This
I'm sorry,
restaurant.
I can't go get past this.
Of course. Not.
Okay.
Who said that?
Of course not.
Who said that cauliflower crust is the perfect crust?
Well, he just said it's
Get
the
the
ginger.
hell outta here.
It's the ginger of crust. That's why.
Yeah.
I thought he said it was the perfect one.
Sometimes you can't tell though. A lot of
It
this
has no
gluten-free
soul.
crust is super good. Had some last night. Excellent stuff at Press.
Oh, anything vegan, any sort of match meat.
Yeah, if you're a vegetarian, if you don't drench yourself in bacon every night, you're hated. Vegetarians, add them to the list.
I'm not going to add them to the list.
Why?
Why not? It's that's a.
They want to be on it. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Match meat.
right.
That's why people hate them, because you want to be hated.
Ask me about being vegan.
Yes.
Please.
How are you vegan?
I'm not.
Oh,
No, I'm just talking
I
about
think
your-
match meats are worthy.
Vegan people love telling you that they're vegan.
you know what else?
Yeah.
Here, math. People want to hate on math all the time. Oh, math is just the worst class ever. Is math?
You don't think they legitimately hate it though?
I mean, I legitimately,
legit
I'm
hate
bad
it.
at it, but is math bad out of all the subjects? It's the worst.
It's
It's probably the best, but I'm the worst at it.
yeah.
Right. It's the most exact thing that you can learn about is numbers
true.
and how to. It's definitive. Everything else is qualitative.
I got a big one. Controversial things people pretend to hate. Pumpkin spice.
Right.
Yep.
Not me. I love it. I'm a
Everyone-
basic
Pumpkin
biatch
spice.
when
Yeah.
it comes to that.
Everyone enjoys it.
Well, as soon as that
I don't enjoy it.
Everyone
I don't
enjoys it.
enjoy it.
Come on,
like
dude.
Waiting for it.
Everyone does.
Every fall when Starbucks rolls out
I
that
don't do it.
pumpkin
I don't
spice
do the
cold
pumpkin
brew,
spice
I'm a
thing.
little pumpkin
I don't do
slut.
it.
I don't care. I'm just there slutting it up.
I don't do it.
Yeah, if I could get like an aftershave that smells very, very faintly like it and use it in the fall, I would do it. I love that smell just around me.
It's good, man. The candles, the whole thing.
It's too artificial to me.
Well, okay, so I know what you're saying. There's the artificial one, and then there's the real one. Like in those pumpkin beers, that we were trying. Like some of them are like, whoa, that's
Yeah, like very
candy
artificial. But
pumpkin.
if somebody's cooking with like real cinnamon and clove and the actual
yeah.
baking with pumpkin spices, like that's fine. It's the artificial stuff that I don't like.
Okay, that makes sense.
But I will put pumpkin spice on the controversial things people pretend to hate.
All right.
I will also put the word moist down.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great word, and moist is important.
Moist. Let's also
Now
what?
my
Isolate that and make a button out of it.
you know my aversion
Moist
to
is important.
moist foods.
Right. You have a humidity problem.
Yeah, but you also don't like super dry foods. You have a Goldilocks zone for moisture.
Yeah.
And it's small.
Yeah.
I found out it's very, very
Small.
tiny.
Yeah. But the word moist is one of those words where people pretend to really hate it. It's not the most pleasant word in the world, but it's not the worst. The worst is pustule. Everybody knows that.
Pustule. Oh, man. Ugh.
Way worse than moist,
I
right?
have
Why do you hate
pustule
my
in
middle
my
name?
head
Way
now,
worse.
thinking about
Pustule
it.
kind of sounds like something a vegan would eat, though.
Yes. Like cake or something.
If you
Like a
didn't know, it'd be
crusty-
like, oh, this is pizza, but it's made with pustule. Mm-hmm. So
A
it's
little bit
vegan.
With a balsamic
Petroleum,
reduction.
plastic, and a fake flour.
Hey, you know what?
It's
I'm
yummy.
gonna say one as far as like entertainment goes. We talked about the bands. Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones kicks ass, and then all the people that hate it haven't seen it.
Do people hate that,
Do
though?
people
Oh,
hate
Yeah.
it?
dude. Oh, yes. I got
They're
2 or
way
3 friends that are like,
off.
Game of Thrones is trash. Dragons is so stupid.
Yeah, that's such a small
I've never seen
minority of folks.
It's pretty
That
intense.
show's huge.
I was talking about that show last night.
You can't get
at
a
dinner
show- you can't get a
about
So is
spin-off.
how
Nickelback.
it is.
I agree, but there's no Nickelback spinoff. Nobody's.
I don't know about
Well,
that.
I got one.
There's a lot of bands sounding like that.
Apple products.
Oh, right.
What is it, an iPhone?
This Android had this camera 6 months before yours.
You like Apple products? Oh.
I gave all my data to Google, and it's not a big deal.
I feel like that goes both ways.
Yeah, it is.
I feel
Yeah,
like
it
Apple
does.
people.
Yeah. It does go both
I feel like
ways.
Apple people are also like, oh, where'd you get that phone? Cricket?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, it's like a lot of our identity is attached to our tech products.
Yeah.
It's
So
ridiculous.
you have to pretend to hate.
I'm the opposite. I'm an Apple person who
Yeah.
hates Apple. I curse it every day, and I never change.
Why's that?
It's just streamlined. Everything, all my jokes go to my tablet, and they go to my phone, and everything's
Oh,
connected.
you
and-
okay?
God, everything is so
it's tough,
easy and
man.
Well, that sucks.
integrated.
It's a lot of work.
but a lot of times it screws up,
Did you see how we all
crashes. See, you
to the
guys are the
thing?
people. You're haters.
We're just having fun,
I'm
man.
trying to bash.
It's all for the show.
I hate the Google phones, though. Like when I see people with like a different phone than an Apple, I'm like, I immediately judge
For no reason.
for no reason.
You don't even know what the functionality of the Google phone
exactly.
Goes to show
Android.
you. It
I
goes
used
to
to have
show
a
you.
Motorola. What happened to me? I
Goes
don't
I
to
know.
love
show you
how people with an
deep-rooted.
Android phone, they love to tell me that their phone is superior to mine.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's like being vegan. You need to say it.
Yeah.
It goes to
do.
show you how deep rooted our identity is connected to the products that we're choosing.
Well,
It's weird.
there's a thing about that too. Like, I read a book. I can't remember the book. One of the Simon Sinek books, but he was talking about like when the Zune came out, it was the superior product. It was better,
but the brand wasn't there.
but they were
Now the
trying.
marketing.
The marketing was like specs. It's like this is a 85 gigahertz double watt special 89 bandwidth Zune. It can hold up to 89 gigabytes of. And then Apple was just like all your songs in your pocket, and they
That's
sold
it.
the lifestyle.
Simplified. Yeah.
And there was an inferior product. The original iPod, I think, only held like 100 songs. It was, and then the landfill's full of Zunes. Mm-hmm. Because we were all like, songs in my pocket. That sounds sexy.
Well, they say the same thing about Betamax versus VHS. Betamax was actually the
better product.
the better product, but VHS had better marketing, and it won
That's how we
that
do it.
war.
I'm
And
gonna
it won a
I'm
lawsuit,
gonna put
right?
on the list generations. hating boomers, hating millennials.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yep.
That's a good one too.
If you're not in that generation, you automatically, in quotes, hate that generation or want to think they're the worst. Stupid.
That's universal, never ending.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, we're in St. Louis, so we're kind of blind to this. But the St. Louis Cardinals, all across different parts of this country, people are like, oh, I hate the Cardinals.
Oh,
Except
say
for
the
this year.
Yankees. You could
Except
say the
for
same
this
thing.
year.
You can throw the Yankees and Cardinals in the same.
And the
Yeah,
Patriots.
I think you're right.
And the Patriots.
I think you're right.
Yep, and Cowboys.
Yeah. You throw all the sports.
I do
teams
hate
out
the
there.
Patriots.
Throw Tom Brady in there.
Yeah. Or Aaron Rodgers.
Tom Brady especially.
But what's the question here?
Things that,
Controversial things people pretend to hate.
so they don't actually hate it.
They don't actually.
They just pretend because
They just pretend because it's a cool
Bandwagon
thing.
hate.
Because it's cool.
Bandwagon haters. Yeah. Bandwagon.
Well, I just said to the Cowboys, and it reminded me of country music. Everyone pretends to hate it, but no one gives it a shot.
Country music's a good one to throw
Yeah.
on the list for sure.
It's
You're
the
right.
best music, and everyone's like, meh, it's
Yeah,
garbage.
you always go, so hey, what kind of music you listen to? Oh, I like all kinds, except for country.
Except for country.
Yeah, country.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Air fryers.
Oh, really?
What?
Oh, not in my house.
Who's hating on that?
There are people that hate on air
Oh, I
fryers.
haven't come across those groups.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I've
Air
been
fryers?
bragging.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I didn't know.
You got an air fryer?
Just to show the vegan hate, somebody tweeted us, says, whenever I have to buy a cucumber at the grocery store, I also buy Vaseline so the cashier doesn't think I'm vegan. That's how much people
Gosh.
want to hate on vegans. What are you doing?
I'm
That's-
vegan.
That's
Oh, you're vegan?
I'm not a vegan. I'm going to put this cucumber in my. Say it out loud.
Yeah, Jared says VHS didn't win because of marketing. VHS won because it was what the porn companies used. That could be true. I guess for a new person moving to St. Louis, somebody writes Provel cheese.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, emos. Like,
It took a lot. Listen, it took a long time to get used to it.
I know, it's scary.
It's scary.
Scary
You're
stuff.
scared of
It's
cheese.
very
I'm
scary.
scared of new things.
Take your time.
We know that.
Yeah, crackers are
I'm
scary.
set in my ways.
right. Well, especially coming from New York.
I did refer to St. Louis style pizza as crap on a cracker. I did. It's fine.
You've changed?
I've changed.
Wow.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
I'm okay with it.
Man, I want some now.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You know what's annoying to me is how people, and maybe this has changed, but like I feel like marriage, and like, oh, my wife or oh, my husband. Like I feel like there was always you had to kind of throw your spouse
Oh,
under
you
the
always
bus.
got the old ball and chain
right, the
that
ball
back
and
home.
chain. That's
Where you
silly.
can't say you actually like your spouse.
Right. And you enjoy being married and like are happy. How lame are you?
Yeah. Yeah, you have to pretend to hate being married.
Right. Oh, I hate this so much. Yeah. All this love and
All over,
support
huh?
that I have.
Yeah. that is a good one. Also, okay, here's what, just to put cap on it, somebody wrote this one. The American versions of international cuisines, like tacos, pizza, and Chinese food. Just because it's not authentic and traditional.
That's funny. My son's like starting to really like Chinese food, but like fast food, Chinese food. Like,
Panda?
yes, he loves that. And he was asking me, he's like, hey, you've been to China, how is the food in China? Is it like this? I was like, no.
Not like
at
that,
all.
buddy.
And he was like starting to get into it, and he's like, man, I'm worried that if I had like authentic stuff, I wouldn't like it because I love this.
Yes.
He loves.
You love American Chinese food, and
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was
Ain't
like, hey,
nothing
man,
wrong with Panda Express or
Two-
P.F. Chang's.
two different things, and you can like them both. You can not
It's
like them
okay.
both. It's just food.
Yeah, the other day I hadn't had panda in forever, and I was trying to figure out what is better than a salad but still has a ton of veggies, and you can get just grilled chicken. I'm like, oh yeah, panda.
you
They actually
go.
have a decent little thing there. It's not
Good.
too unhealthy if
I
you
don't-
get the
I don't think
veggie
I've
and the
ever-
grilled stuff.
So they got all these big standalone ones with drive-throughs. I don't think I've ever been. It's so weird to me because for me that's
Oh,
mall,
they're
that's
building one on Manchester.
Yeah.
mall food. I thought it was only mall
But
food.
there's one out there in the strip there in Chesterfield.
But yeah, I mean they all look nice. They're awesome. Some of them got those big like atrium looking windows.
Oh, yeah, the one they're building on, I'm sure you've passed it, Lern. Over by, there used to be a Hardee's. It's by the Home Depot in Ellisville.
Good for them.
It's a standalone.
Yeah.
It looks huge.
There's like a Commerce Bank right there.
Yeah, it's going to be a big one.
Dang.
Would you
They
throw
come
magic? Somebody said magic. Is
Oh.
magic cool to hate?
Really?
Yeah, like Dungeons,
Doesn't like magic.
We know-
Dungeons and Dragons.
We know somebody
Yeah.
that absolutely hates it and like hates it. Like
Hates magic?
gets angry. I'll tell you on the break. He's like,
Clownvis?
Get
yeah.
out of here.
Clownvis hates it.
No, Clownvis does not hate anything.
I would say in the clown family, people hate mimes. Mimes don't get any good press.
I bet you my kids, if I asked them what a mime was, they wouldn't.
Yeah, what
know.
was the last time you were, around a mime act?
Yeah, a Billy Crystal character.
Case in point.
I just don't think it was lucrative. They couldn't tell people, please put money over here.
Do people pretend to hate Taco Bell? I know Rafe legit hates Taco Bell.
I do.
By the way, in Taco Bell news and Paris Hilton news, she's teaming up as a spokesperson for them now. Saw that.
Taco Bell?
Yeah. So we got to really up our game.
Yeah, they got
They do a lot of fun promotions.
Their new hotline, line of hot things. I remember her catchphrase was,
That's hot. That's hot.
I'm out.
Oh, that's funny.
That's hot.
Okay.
I don't like this whole. I'm still too mad about the LeBron Taco Tuesday thing. It's just got me bummed out.
Well,
'Cause
today
here's
is
the thing
Taco
that's-
Tuesday.
It is Taco Tuesday. And here's what's funny about that. LeBron James has trademarked LeBron, LJ. He has 9 trademarks all revolving around his name and his likeness. Yet he's out here campaigning to take trademarks away from
Yeah,
people.
I don't think it's authentic.
Take LeBron away from
Money,
LeBron.
man. Money.
I don't think his Taco Tuesday
He's getting paid.
getting behind Taco Bell is it's only for his best interest. He's not really looking out for the people.
What?
He's looking out for LeBron.
Look at you go.
That happens?
Which is copyrighted.
Yes. Anyway, one more thing before we hit the Teamers Member of the Day. And this is kind of a piggyback on 6 Time Fun Facts yesterday, which I wanted to get to this yesterday because I wanted Lern's opinion on this.
Okay.
Is it a deal breaker? And I guess, the fellas in the room too. Is it a deal breaker if you're on a date with someone and they tell you they've never been in a relationship?
No.
So listen to this. This guy went on to TikTok, and he says he's scared away a date because he's never been in a relationship before. Listen to him.
So I went on a first date with this girl. We were getting along, and then she asked me, hey, what's your past relationship experience like? I was being very honest, and I told her, I've never had a girlfriend before in my life. And then she laughs a little.
Take away his annoying voice, by
Right.
the way.
I was going to say, the voice would have been
The
a deal
voice
breaker.
is a turnoff, but okay.
I've never had a girlfriend before in my life. And then she laughs a little, and then when we get home, I message her, hey, I had a good time. I'd love to see you again. And she never responds. And then I take a quick look at her Hinge profile, and I see that she's updated one of her prompts. My most irrational fear is being someone's first girlfriend. What are people like me supposed to do? Were there relationship internships I was supposed to apply for or something?
He's right.
Well, it's like a
That's a
job. You have
good
to have
question.
6 years of experience in order to get this job.
Why does this guy sound like Beavis and Butthead?
Right.
He does. He sounds like Butthead.
There's something I'm supposed to apply for or something. That's so weird.
No, I think no. I'm gonna
So I
nip
think
it in the bud right here.
I have braces too.
Like the stigma of he's absolutely right. Like, what if this guy has had something in his, for whatever reason, there's a million reasons it could be, he just hasn't ever had the opportunity to be in a relationship. But obviously he has profiles and somebody was interested enough to swipe and say, hey, let's meet up and have coffee. So to me, it was like, I imagine there's a physical aspect to him that's attractive. I'm just going to assume. So that to me, yeah, I can understand maybe her react. Maybe she's not the type of person that could deal with that. But for me, no, it's not a deal breaker.
No, it's not a deal breaker?
No, I would be like, that's really this is me though. Like, I'd be like, that's so interesting. And why? Like, I would want to know.
Well, my first thought would be, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah. Right.
Hey, man,
But
maybe
would you be curious or judgmental about it? I mean, I think I'd be more curious
Nah, I'm
and
out.
wondering about.
What's wrong with you? There's a reason why you've never had a girlfriend.
Yeah, right. But
We're
Lern
going to
is
figure it out eventually.
yeah, Lern is saying that she wants to find out why.
What if it's a
Wants to
bad reason?
know you a bit more.
And so, like, let's say we have a second date and he has awkwardness or something, and I'm saying, well, hey, there's something that I'm not attracted to anymore, but it wouldn't be I've never had a relationship. I would be very curious about that. And then also, like, what an amazing moment where if you are attracted to this person and there's other qualities about them that you're really enjoying, you have the ability to be their first experience, and like, that could be really helpful in maybe if you've had really terrible relationships where people have not been able, you could cultivate almost like your
You could
relationship.
mold
You could
somebody
mold
into
somebody.
your perfect mate.
Possibly.
Is that what you're saying?
Isn't that
You
courting?
could manipulate
Yes.
this poor guy.
I'm not saying that.
yeah,
It's called grooming.
I'm saying.
You took a strange turn there,
I'm
man.
saying. I'm saying.
I could
Wait.
groom this guy.
We're hearing something.
Okay, you're hearing it differently. What I'm trying to say.
Oh, now you're
guys are-
gaslighting us.
I'm saying.
Some other terms out
Think
there.
about this. Did you guys ever take anybody's virginity in a relationship? Like
No.
you were their first?
Mine.
Yeah.
I did. My wife.
So you've never dated a girl
I have.
where she's like, I've never had sex before, and you get to have that
Never have.
beautiful moment. Okay,
No.
I had my own virginity being lost, and he was also a virgin, and then also I dated somebody who he was a virgin and got to have that beautiful experience with him. That to me was like I
Short
felt
experience.
the best, like, what an honor. I felt like it was an honor. So I feel like dating somebody where they're like, I've never dated. You're maybe not going to marry that person, but you're going to set them off for the rest of their relationship trajectory by being able to create like a baseline for them of like, hey, this is how you should be respected or loved or whatever.
But maybe somebody knows that they're not good at that. Maybe they would be a poor
Sure.
guide into
Absolutely.
the relationship
By the
growth.
way, this guy's telling the truth like that? Man, you got to lie, brother.
What? Come on now.
You're so silly.
I've been in a ton of relationships. I'm still in one right now.
There was Lisa and Lois and Tina.
Jessica,
Glass.
Tina. Oh. You start singing Mambo number 5. Jessica, Tina, Pandy, and Regina.
I know what you're saying.
Dude,
but-
are you just singing Mambo number 5? No, these are real relationships.
I know what you're saying, Lern, but I think most people are not prepared, maturity-wise, to do that voluntarily.
All right, and that's
necessarily.
all right, too.
I'm
That's
not.
all
Do what?
I don't want a project.
I'm just
I don't
like
want no project.
to see it as like an honor, or to see it as like let me delicately enter into something with you for the first time for you, and help you out with the likelihood that I'm going to break up with you.
Corey, great point. Deal breaker for me is the personality type that immediately records themselves and posts it when they have a problem.
Okay, that's fine for you. You can have that. I mean,
Take that out of it.
We live in an age where this is happening. People are venting on TikTok at astronomical rates.
So I think you have breathes.
I love that bracelet.
I do too.
I have breathes too.
Perhaps we could
bad,
lock them
man.
together.
It does sound like Beavis' like cousin.
Also, like-
really
More butthead.
educated cousin.
I mean, it depends on the age, too, man.
Sure.
I would say that,
Yeah, butthead. Sorry.
I feel like something's about to happen.
No, not that.
I feel like, if you're in your 20s and you're like, oh, you're my first, I haven't been in a relationship. Oh, okay, you're 22. But if you're like 40, that might
Red
be a
flag.
red flag. That might be a
Red
little
flag.
bit of a red flag.
Hey,
Like,
I've been,
why?
focused on my career.
The
I've
movie-
been focused on my career.
The 40-year-old virgin. I mean, that's essentially what we're talking about here. That guy, I mean, he had relationships.
This
and
guy
tried,
looks like he's
but
in his 20s.
He'll be all right. Yeah.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
And also, this generation that's coming up, isn't all the studies saying that they're not having as much, they obviously are not having relationships as often as generations older than them. They're not having as much sex.
Yeah,
It's
physical
a-
interactions. I
it's
mean,
a-
just even like hanging
yeah.
out.
It's a weird time for it to be young and to try and
I've
date.
been married to Fortnite for like
No, I mean,
That's 3 years.
think about like a homeschooled dude whose friends are on social media. Like that's, who's not involved in a youth group or sports or something like that. Like, I
Right.
mean, like we're talking about limited opportunities
Yeah.
to even do this kind of stuff. And I'm not saying that's the vast majority. I'm just saying like that minority is growing.
And I think that we should not stigmatize people that maybe have not had a relationship yet or had physical intimacy yet. And, oh, God, they're 25. This is probably going to be a lot more common as time goes on because of
man.
how disconnected we all are interpersonally.
And like on a serious note, I follow this dude, and I think he makes a lot of sense when he talks about like something we should be concerned with rather than crashing on these kids is like young men. There's nothing more dangerous than a young, unhappy,
lonely.
isolated guy, testosterone filled. I mean, like look at the stats. You know what I mean? Like we should be going above and beyond to make sure that there are opportunities for fellas to get out there, figure out themselves, do things in a proper way, like learn how society works. I mean, all this kind of stuff. You think about some isolated 23-year-old kid hasn't been outside and really like hung in a friend group for 3 or 4 years. that's a good opportunity for a lot of bad things.
Yeah, it's a ticking time bomb with some.
Yeah, and this guy's been saying this in a lot of dramatic fashions, but I think he's making a lot of points.
All right, this guy will be all right.
He'll be all right.
I hope so. Yeah,
And good luck to him.
He'll be fine.
Good luck. Good luck out there. Mm-hmm. You're gonna need it. All right, here's our Team Rizz member of the day. And it's brought to you by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill, proud sponsor of Team Rizz. Visit hotshotsnet.com/Team Rizz from St. Louis. Brad Hahn.
Yeah, Brad. Brad.
Today, B-Rad. Brad is a dedicated podcast weirdo, loves the chemistry of the crew, misses Jeff dearly, dad jokes and one-liners, but appreciates the show for not missing a beat and keeping the show the way it is. Brad is forever grateful to wear his Team Rizz jersey and support the #1 radio show. For 8 years running, by the way. Brad Hahn from St. Louis is our Team Rizz member of the day. Get super sweet Team Rizz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, we'll take our first break of the morning. We'll come back with some news. Oh, a couple stories to tell you about. One, when is the best time to travel this weekend?
Okay.
2, massive frozen fruit recall. And 3, Delta employee dies after being ingested into a plane engine.
Oh, my God.
No.
Ooh, boy.
I feel like we get about 1 or 2 of these a year.
Oh, yeah. We had one recently, too.
Well, then we're good for the year. Let's not have this happen again.
Traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. There's still a lot of racing left in 2023 at WWT Raceway. IndyCar returns August 26th and 27th. Get your tickets now. Center lane is closed due to debris on the road 170 southbound at Forest Park Parkway. We also have right lane closed due to debris on the road 270 northbound at 45. Your point forecast, things are heating up and the rain will be happening for the next 3 days at least starting tomorrow. But today is just hot. High of 90, low of 66. Right now it is 66 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizzShow 1057thepoint.com. Send us your instant feedback through the 1057 The Point mobile app. And you guys have been doing that in droves this morning. Jeez.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people participating.
Oh, yeah. One guy who I think might have been doing cocaine all morning just by the sheer amount.
On fire.
Wow.
Thank you.
Take a break, buddy.
All right, Crab on Celebrities coming up with the porno birthday. Also, we're going to play Do It Bitch, Lern's version.
That's right. It's that time of the month where the woman is going to swap roles with beloved Rizz, and I'm going to grill you.
Okay, so I will be playing the contest. I'll be playing the game. You'll be hosting
Yeah.
today's Do It Bitch. And these are all Lern categories for Do It Bitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just miss running a board, and I haven't done it in a long time.
Oh, so you are literally going to sit behind here and do it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Is that okay?
She wants the
Fine.
captain's chair.
I want to come over there and see
Queen's throne.
what kind of octopus situation is happening over there. Very interested.
Oh, so you're just going to come over here and think you
We're
can
gonna
just
swap.
do this?
I don't think I can do it. That's why I want to see.
Good luck.
I'm very nervous.
Good luck.
Ooh,
Very
somebody
nervous.
said Lern changing the game since her and Rafe couldn't win. Oof.
Oh.
No, actually, you're completely right. I suck at
Selective
this
email.
game.
Tough.
And I said to these guys, I go, I'm terrible, but I want to still play, so I'll still be on the board to get shot.
Yes.
Yeah, still
I'm
at
not
risk.
punking out,
Yeah.
but I think that it's fair that we swap. And hey, you guys are more than welcome to swap over there anytime.
It's not
Oh,
my-
is that a fact? This is the first. You don't understand how ridiculously strange. I'm living in a different. Where you're always talking about in fantasy land.
Yeah.
This is a different land. I don't know what it's Lern land because
Someone
never in the history of the show would anybody have ever been able to say, "Let me back there," and
Oh,
him let them
why
back
not?
there.
Look at him.
Early April, I
What?
think they turned CERN on.
I
again.
don't know what you've done.
I'm a changed person, man.
People
Trying to
change and
evolve.
evolve, right? Don't
Well,
you?
how convenient.
You promote this all the time.
No, I get it.
Evolution.
I get it. I'm just saying, like,
I'm trying
Maybe-
to quote unquote do better.
I'm confused.
And you're
I
doing
have
so good.
I have no idea what to anticipate next.
I like who I am.
Yeah.
We like it.
There'll be a whoopee cushion in the chair when
Yeah,
she
yeah.
gets over there.
A whole bunch of
Yeah,
tacks
I'd
on
be
the chair.
careful. I don't know what you've done.
It's been a long con.
Also, after news, the debut of King Scott's new song.
Wow.
Oh, thank you. Today is the day.
There it is. I have it ready to go.
Yesterday was the day.
Dude, there it is.
Did
I
he
have
remind
it ready
you?
to go. No, I reminded myself. I wrote myself a post
Oh,
about it.
that's quite exciting. And
It's a brand new King Scott song.
None of us have heard.
Rafe heard it.
I've heard it.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Well, there goes the surprise.
I got the sneak
Well,
peek.
it's a surprise for
I
us.
didn't say anything. I didn't give anything away. I've heard it. I liked it. That's all I'll say.
Okay. Well, we'll be hearing a new King Scott song
I'm excited.
after news.
Man, ratings will spike.
And I hope. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by...
Martin Jetco Heating and Air Conditioning, more reliable than your news source.
So, plenty of people will travel for the 4th of July weekend. Anybody driving anywhere?
No.
Yes.
Oh, you are driving. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, it's going to be you and an estimated 43.2 million people on the road.
Oh, man. I got to go to Nashville for shows, and that's already a nightmare to drive in on a regular day.
So AAA is estimating 43.2 million people will hit the road for the holiday. That's a 2.4% hike from last year. Transportation analysts say the best day for the road trip is, when are you leaving, Rafe?
Friday.
Friday. When are you leaving, Moon?
Thursday? I think Thursday?
Thursday.
Yeah.
The best day is Sunday, July 2nd. How are you leaving Thursday? We got a Captain Jim's thing at night.
Yep, right after Jim. I'm going to say, hey, Jim. Bye, guys.
Bye, Jim. Oh, you're leaving right from Captain Jim's, huh?
I think so. I think that's the plan.
Where you headed?
Alabama, sir.
All right.
Heck yeah.
So best day, Sunday, July 2nd, and Monday, July 3rd. Traffic will be at its worst Friday, June 30th between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m.
Great.
And Wednesday, July 5th from 3 to 6.
Wait, when it's the worst on Friday between what?
10 and 5.
Wow.
Right when the show lets out, when I have to drive to Nashville.
Dang it, man. Where
Literally
you
at 10 o'clock, I'm
Where
in.
you-
That's strange.
I got to go to Nashville. I got shows Friday
We're
night.
back on
so-
Wednesday, by the way. Like, we're working Wednesday. Like, have fun on the 3rd, have fun on the 4th. We're back here Wednesday.
Whatever, man.
So 24 million Americans expected to use air travel from June 29th to July 5th. June 29th and 30th will be the busiest travel days as far as airlines go.
Will the 4th actually be busy, though?
No, because people will be going to wherever they're going the day
All right,
before.
we'll come out to the Bridgeton Parade then.
Bridgeton Parade.
Yeah, I'm the
Sweet.
Grand Marshal. Come on out.
All right.
It's awesome.
So the most popular destinations will be Orlando, Los Angeles, New York City, and Bridgeton.
Yeah! Took Branson's throne this year.
And Bridgeton.
So, in other airline news, a Delta employee working at the San Antonio airport was killed Friday after being ingested into a plane's engine.
Wow.
Ingested.
Man, we've seen videos of this. The most spectacular video of this was a jet engine, like a fighter jet. And this dude I don't know if I was on an aircraft carrier or not. It might have been. And he got ingested head first and didn't die.
Came out the other side.
Man.
Right through. The whole thing exploded. And I think they said one of the turbine, or I'm probably using the wrong words, hit the helmet, like hit his helmet, and then spit him through like a goose feather.
Yeah, this worker did not make it. The plane had just arrived from L.A. And only had one engine running when the incident happened. Unify Aviation, the biggest ground handling and aviation services company in North America, wrote they're deeply saddened by the loss of the employee at San Antonio International, and the NTSB is investigating. Yikes. Oh, yeah, watch this, Lern. Ground crew sucked into a jet engine. Here we go. Everything's all good. Checking the tires and lighting the fires, huh? And then all of a sudden, he gets up, doesn't realize the engine's on, and
There he
gets
goes.
sucked in.
And this guy runs over time.
I know. Why would that guy even run?
He's all right. Broken arm. All good.
Wow.
Isn't that
Man.
wild?
All good.
That is crazy.
A company called Sunrise Growers has issued a massive recall of its frozen fruit over pineapple possibly contaminated with listeria, which could be really bad for kids and those with weakened immune systems. Listeria symptoms: high fever, headache, stiffness, nausea, abdominal pain, diarrhea. And it's not just pineapple products affected by the recall, but other frozen fruit products manufactured at Sunrise, like mangoes and cherries and strawberries, bananas, and more. And the frozen fruit was sold at Walmart, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Aldi, and in Missouri. Like Missouri is one of the states. So that's Sunrise Growers. You get a full details and see if the frozen fruit you might have and you might be at risk for at FDA.gov. The FDA says either throw it away or take it back for a refund. Now, have you heard about the trouble FedEx is in with the odometers on their old delivery trucks? Have you heard this story yet?
No.
So it's like that scene in Ferris Bueller where they try to roll back the miles on the dad's Ferrari.
Yeah, Cameron.
Except this is a much bigger deal. So a new lawsuit accuses FedEx of rolling back the odometers on thousands of old delivery trucks and then selling them for more than they're worth.
Oh.
So FedEx used to scrap their trucks when they hit 350,000 miles. But the lawsuit says that around 2011, they created a new revenue stream and started selling the old delivery trucks. So they'd send them to auctions where people would buy them and turn them into things like food trucks.
Yeah, food trucks. They're like perfect food trucks.
So, but they're accused of subtracting a ton of mileage first.
Dang.
So a commercial truck dealer in Nevada says he found out about it after he sold an old FedEx truck in 2017. The odometer said 180,000 miles. But when the seller hooked it up to a computer, it actually had over 400,000 miles on it.
Jeez.
Uh-oh.
Listen to this.
Over the last several years, I've noticed that some of the commercial trucks that have been going through my dealership had issues with the odometers. The FedEx contractor contacted me and said, "Hey, what are you trying to pull here?" And I said, "What's wrong?" And he said, "I took this into Freightliner and had the vehicle hooked up to their computer, and it has over 400,000 miles.
Big difference.
And your odometer says 180,000 miles.
Big difference. Now, a bunch of food truck owners are now suing FedEx and a company they work with called Holman Automotive. If what they're accused of is true, it could be the biggest odometer fraud scheme in U.S. history.
Wow.
Dang.
That is wild.
You in trouble now?
You in trouble now.
We should ban Ferris Bueller's Day Off. This is where these ideas came
Yeah,
from.
that's it. Imagine walking into a TJ Maxx or a Target.
Okay, I'm there mentally.
Yeah,
I'm
everybody.
so happy
Are you
right
there
now.
mentally? Okay, I'm going to focus in on you, Lern. You're
Okay,
so happy right
I'm
now.
so happy. I have so
You
much money
just
to
walked
spend.
into TJ Maxx.
Yes.
What's the first sensation you get?
Just delight. I'm delighted to be here. I have money burning a hole in my bank account.
Are you gauging how busy it is?
No,
is it a smell? Is it a sense of excitement?
It probably is the smell, but I'm very receptive to smells.
Is it maybe a strong urge to use the bathroom?
No. But hey, you never know when it's going to hit.
So there's something going viral on social media. As a woman, she walks into a TJ Maxx and suddenly needs to, go number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently other people can relate. There are thousands of comments about the, quote, laxative effect of stores like these. And some employees say they are aware of it.
What?
Yeah.
That's a Barnes & Noble thing from back in the day. Like anytime you go into Books A Million or Barnes & Noble, you always got to poop.
Really?
And it has something to do with the smell of the books.
Well,
Paper.
it's not just TJ Maxx and Target. It's places like Ross, Barnes & Noble, Macy's, Home Goods, Michael's, among other.
So basically,
stores.
any building.
Every place that doesn't have food?
So why is this happening?
Right.
Especially when many people otherwise try to avoid using public restrooms, especially for number 2. People have theories. Some say it's the adrenaline rush of being in their favorite store. Others think it's the coffee they sip as they're shopping. And some guess it might have to do with all the walking or the fluorescent lights.
You're finally moving. No, well, you talked about showers. Like if you pee every time in a shower, then you hear water running, you have to go pee. So I wonder if, like with the books, you read on the toilet.
Yeah.
Or you smell the perfume, you smell the shampoos and stuff at TJ Maxx, and it hits you,
Pavlov's
and you're
dog.
like, that's
Well,
the bathroom.
They talk to a gut doctor.
Yes.
And he says there's not enough definitive research on the connection between TJ Maxx and emptying your bowels, but it could be, and this is his theory, it could be the surge in emotion. If you're entering a new large space, you could be feeling anxiety, excitement, or overstimulation, and that tension may be getting things moving in your digestive tract.
I'm like replaying in my mind, and I go to these stores often, and so I'm like, when's the last time I totally number two'd in any of these stores? It's been a long, long time, but
2 days.
2 days ago.
You had to go number 2 in the store 2 days ago?
No, it's probably been like a couple of years, but that's weird because I always have to kind of know where the bathroom is. Like I want to make sure if I'm in a new store because I'm a psycho. I'm like, okay, if I need to rush, where am I running? And so I always kind of scope out.
Some people look for the exits.
Little known fact.
I look for the bathroom.
The TJ and TJ Maxx stands for turd jostler.
Ah.
I had no idea.
Turd jostler.
That's right. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah. Didn't know that at all.
I wonder if it has to do with, why haven't they used that in a slogan? You know what I mean? The TJ Maxx deal's so good, you'll crap yourself.
Well, and a lot of the employees are noticing this because they're having you share, like, employee bathrooms with customers.
Yeah. Well, I told you the story before when I worked at TJ Maxx in high school, and this is long gone, but I had to clean up the changing rooms because somebody went in there and
must have been super excited.
Yeah, they were so excited about the deals.
It's the laxative effect.
Yeah.
If you are feeling old, you are not alone. Well, we all are, at least collectively. A new census report found the median age in the U.S. has hit a new all-time high last year, 38.9 years old. So back in 2000, it was 35. In 1980, it was just 30. Median isn't quite the average. When you take every person's age, it's the one in the middle. So it's partly because we're living longer, but mainly because no one's having kids.
Don't look at me when you say that, right?
I looked directly in front of me. Birth rates have been falling fast since the Great Recession in 2007, and the pandemic didn't help. The oldest state in America is Maine, with a median age of 44.8. New Hampshire is next at 43.3. Utah is the youngest state by far, because they got 4 gazillion kids there. 31.9 years old. Then it's Texas at 35.5. So there you go. The median age in the U.S. is 38.9. And finally, Arizona iced tea. When was the last time I made an Arizona iced tea?
Before I looked at the back, it was so good. I love it.
The ginseng one?
Yeah, the green one. The green one with the what was it? I don't remember if it was cherry blossoms or something, but it's like, got like the Japanese looking tree.
Yeah, I remember they were the giant cans, and weren't they like 50 cents?
99 cents.
99 cents?
They were so good. I lived on those things. They were like my morning gas station stop. Loved them. And then I saw the sugar content or whatever the heck it was, and I was like, oh.
We didn't care about that stuff. I always thought it was either you're an Arizona fan or a Snapple fan.
I was a Snapple girl.
Oh yeah, and I was there, and I was Arizona
because it was healthier.
I never
thought.
drank Snapple.
I always drank Snapple.
I just like the taste.
Peach iced tea Snapple, perfection.
I love the raspberry Snapple. That was my favorite.
You just like clicking the lid.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or hitting the bottom of the bottle.
Yep.
You know what Snapple I liked? Bret Michaels had a Snapple that he launched on The Apprentice.
What?
And it was like a sugar-free diabetic. I can't remember. It was good, man. What was the flavor of that?
It was Tropa Rock.
Tropa Rock.
Bret
Snapple.
Michaels had a
dude.
Look at him go.
Trappa diet
And it was good.
Snapple.
I'm not a big Snapple guy, and I liked this one, and it was sugar-free, 0 calories, because he's, diabetic or whatever.
I don't know, but for anybody who's gone through an Arizona iced tea phase, all it takes is one can to descend into a crack-like fixation for a couple weeks. But check this out. Arizona iced tea just dropped a new alcoholic version called Arizona Hard. They say it's malt-spiked and features 5% alcohol. Comes in 3 classic flavors: lemon, peach, and the green tea one with the ginseng and honey.
Uh-oh.
Yep. They've been selling these in Canada for a couple of years now, but this is the first time they're being rolled out in America. There was a soft launch in Florida, and select markets are stocking them now. But they will be nationwide this summer. As you might expect, the alcoholic version is not 99 cents.
Here's an article. 2011. Bret Michaels and Snapple continue to rock customers' taste buds with Diet Snapple Trappa Rocka.
Yeah. I haven't had a Snapple in
Long time.
maybe 20 years.
Bret Michaels.
It's been a long time.
Helps blend healthy green tea and tasty black tea with pear, cinnamon, and mango flavors.
I wonder
to
if I
create a
would like
rockin'
it.
taste with low cal.
I wonder if I would still like Snapple. Remember the Snapple lady?
There was cinnamon in that?
Yeah, that's what it says.
That makes sense.
Snapple lady.
Yeah, that was their ad campaign. It was the woman behind the desk.
I don't remember. I remember the snack wells. The what's in the box, Cookie Man.
I remember that, but there was the ad campaign.
It's the same era, right?
Was huge with the Snapple lady. She was behind the desk.
Yeah, I forgot about
Snapple
her.
headquarters.
She's
Oh,
like
this
everybody's
gal.
mom.
Yeah, it was like
yeah,
everybody's
yeah.
mom. Yeah,
Okay, that
the Snapple lady.
She's still alive? What's up with her?
Wendy Kaufman.
How the Snapple lady conquered the 90s.
Go down, go down, go down, go down.
Go down, go down, go down, go down.
She's still alive? I think she's still with us.
Let's
64.
see. Wendy Kaufman.
Works in or lives in New York.
Only 2 stints. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Okay, known for the spokesperson for Snapple and her 2 stints on Celebrity Fit Club.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, she was the thing back then. She had a thing going on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is your news. Now to more important business.
Yes.
Yes.
Our dear King Scott. Just a man who does it all. A Renaissance man, if you would.
Gorgeous.
Thank
He's
you.
he's a husband. He's a gardener.
Yeah.
He's a redhead.
A redhead
He's a
by trade.
Cowboy.
works at the church.
One of-
You know, does
Detective.
a lot of stuff for his church.
Yep.
Australian Shepherd enthusiast.
Yep. Yep.
Champion cornholer.
Champion cornholer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also a musician.
Yes.
And we all know King Scott's song Rose Gold Gun, which I was a fan of.
It's in rotation on my iPhone.
I heard it
Love
this morning, actually.
Did. I came on. I made the corner to park in the garage. Rose Gold Gun randomly came on my Spotify as he was
Whoa.
as I saw Scott getting out of his car.
That's a good omen.
Yeah.
And I was
Pretty
like, man, this
awesome.
came on totally random. And I go, did you pay Spotify that if you were within 50 feet?
I have a
would
special
have to-
contract with him.
I would have to come up. All right. Well, I'm looking up King Scott on Spotify right now, and I would like to read your bio.
Okay.
All right. Thank
King
you.
Scott's bio on Spotify. Have you ever heard this, Moon?
His bio.
His bio on Spotify.
You know,
Had a lot
I don't
of-
know. I'll tell you if it's familiar.
King Scott is an award-winning polka musician,
Okay, yeah, I've heard
founder
this.
of the band 2SG and Nerd Animals. I'm sorry,
It's
Nerd
Nerd.
Aminals.
Yeah, there you go.
He was inducted into the International Polka Hall of Fame and a 1998 National Heritage Fellowship recipient. He's been called, quote, one of the most important figures in the creation of contemporary Polish-American polka sound. He's released less than 1 album. Before becoming a local polka artist and founding Festus-based Western Kick Records in 1963, King recorded under the name Johnny Lou for Major Label Records. He is credited with inventing the rhythmic polka subgenre known as Arnold Push. Musicologist Norm Cohen wrote that, quote, in his illustrious career, Mr. Sir King Scott is the primary ambassador of Polish-American polkas, touring constantly and playing well over 2 road gigs per year. What the hell is going on here? Are you on drugs? Honestly.
This is.
Are you on? What kind of drugs are you on?
I think I took this from the USA Today. They wrote about me.
The 2SG play original traditional tunes with King singing in both Polish and English. The band consists of a fiddler, concertina player, an elderly man, 2 trumpeter clarinetists, a drummer, and King himself on vocals and electric accordion. Though his focus remains on the polka genre, King is a fan of Christian rock, secular country, Muslim bluegrass,
Yeah, it's a hot new genre.
Hindi Cajun music, and likes to incorporate these styles into his music when he feels it is appropriate.
Yeah, I can see that. Now that you've explained it, I see the influences.
You hear all that?
I can
Yeah.
hear them throughout.
King retired from not performing in 2020.
Well, you need a reason.
No. He retired from not performing.
No, I know, but that's a reason.
The 2SG played their latest performance on New Year's Eve. Everyone was there. It was awesome.
Everybody was there.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
that's
huge.
King Scott's bio on Spotify.
Thank you.
Anyway, so I'm looking on your Spotify playlist. I don't see the song on there. Just the song is 2 minutes and 22 seconds. You could deal with it.
Well, give us
It's a manageable 2:22.
Thank you.
Can we have some background on this song?
Yes, it actually started with the Worst of the Week podcast I used to do with Tony, and he would always just like spur of the moment, be like, hey, on Monday I want a new song from you. You know, this would be like a Friday or something like that. And so that's actually where Rose Gold Gun came from, with that challenge. And then this one came from that as well. And I just wrote about, you know, my big dream in life and the one pursuit that not many people know I have and I've now accomplished because the song's going to be played. And it's the truth. So it's about a big dream of being a hip-hop star.
Okay.
And the song is called?
Hip-hop star.
There you go. World premiere. Brand new King Scott song, Hip Hop Star. Oh, there you go. Hip Hop Star.
Thank you.
Music
Thank you.
from
Nice.
King Scott.
Wow.
There it is.
That was amazing.
That
We did
was
it. We did
really
it, guys.
Good.
We did it.
Thank you. I
That
can't
was-
believe the crowd that showed up out front there, too.
That was a perfect mix of Lil Nas X and Chris Isaac. And I think that's what you're going for,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. And a little bit of that Muslim bluegrass. So.
Thoughts, Lern?
I liked it. I think there's a lot of potential for this EP that he's going to put out.
I just wish you went into like some hardcore gangster rap.
Yeah,
Right,
is
like-
there a
Like
clean
you
version?
That was the
Is there a clean version?
when I listened to it, when I got the sneak peek, I go, the best thing about this song is that you do not rap. The opportunity was there. You sing about wanting to be a rapper, and you do not rap. And I was like, maybe add like drop the beat right at the end and be like, here we go, boom, ka-tack, boom, boom, and then just let it fade out.
Right.
Love that.
Just people are like, here he goes, he's about to do it. And just let it just kind of let the boom chicka kind of fade into the.
And I'm not saying this as an insult. I could hear that song being on like a kid show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Somebody
see
emailed in
It's a fun one.
just now, says, I'm impressed with King Scott's new song, but my toddler's way more impressed. She just started to sing along in the back seat.
Yeah.
In all honesty, it's
There you
very
go.
catchy.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, that's.
It'd be a great kids show song.
Yeah, and it's my it's me, but it's also my country western cohort, Marty Gras. He's the one to help me write that. So
That's good.
There you go. Congratulations.
good old
kids.
Marty Gras.
Voice. Beautiful.
Look for that on Spotify soon.
Yeah, thank you all, and yeah, make sure to follow. It's King Scott Rules on everything, so it'll be easy to find.
Number one with toddlers.
That's right.
Congratulations. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back, and we're going to play Lern's Do It Bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll give this a spin here. So, we've got some prizes here. We got tickets to go see Godsmack and Stain. We got tickets to go see Snoop Dogg, Wiz Khalifa, Too Short, Warren G, and King Scott, Manchester Orchestra with Jimmy Eat World, Seven Dust, and Static X. Yeah, after that song played, Snoop Dogg just called up, said he wants King Scott on his tour.
He needs a hip hop star on there.
I don't think it's necessary to bring up Warren G's height. I think that's ridiculous.
Oh,
You
too
keep
short.
doing it.
Warren G. Anyway, so here are the Do It Bitch rules. The Great Wheel will decide the two teams. Lern is going to be the host
Great
today.
Wheel. Let me get it.
Each team will have a gambler and a guesser. The guesser will leave the room. Lern will give the gamblers a category. They'll have to go back and forth betting how many things their teammate will get in that category in 10 seconds. If the gambler thinks the other team has overplayed their hand, they'll say, do it, bitch. We'll bring the guessers back in, and we'll see if the guesser can make good on the gamble. We'll play best of 5. Losing team gets shot with the airsoft gun.
Yes.
And we'll have Lern back whatever team she thinks will win.
Oh, I don't have
No, there's going to be no spin.
Okay.
That's how I did it last time. I backed whoever I thought would win.
All right.
All right, so let's spin the wheel
Okay.
to see the teams.
Okay. Give me some audio. So we
All
so
right,
we
let's
can hear
get
that.
some
So I don't have to do it in my mouth.
wheel spinning audio.
Okay, here we
And
go.
here we go. Spin the wheel. Here are the teams. Oh, okay. I am on a team.
Riz is on a team.
Who is going to be my teammate? Thank you.
I didn't know it clapped.
Oh, yeah.
Did you do that?
Who's going to be my
Here we go.
teammate? It's
Here
going to
we
be...
go. It's the Scots.
All right.
Scott's.
Okay.
All right, King
champs.
Scott is
The
my teammate.
Scotsman. Well, I hope you wore thick underwear, buddy.
All right.
That's the winning team right there.
So Moon and
Oh,
Rafe
thank you.
Moon and Ray.
versus King Scott and myself.
All
It's
right.
Lern's Do It Bitch. We're going to play next. We need get 4 people on the phone, King Scott. 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. We'll see who our listeners back and we'll play next. Scott, we got this, buddy. We got this. All right, it's 7:49. It is Tuesday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. There's still a lot of racing left in 2023 at WWT Raceway. IndyCar returns August 26th and 27th. Right lane is closed due to debris on the road 270 northbound just after 44, just at 44. There's also a lot of delays. Let's see. We got 270 eastbound between 255 and Gravois. Average speed is down to 20 miles an hour. Prepare for brake lights. Your point forecast, things are heating up and rain is going to be happening for the next 3 days, at least starting tomorrow. But today is just going to be hot. High of 90, low of 66. Right now it is 68. At the Point Studio, your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
Before we get into the Do It Bitch game, big shout out to our friends over at Wally's.
Yeah.
Wally's in Fenton, which I was planning on stopping by. Today I'm driving out to the farm. I got to drive up 44. If I have time, I was going to swing through the Wally's. But what was the note they left us?
Wonderful note. Rizz Show team, thanks for often sharing about Wally's with your fans. You have a big following of loyal listeners at the store, and that is true. Every time I've gone in there,
every time I go in,
they've been amazing. We are pretty excited about the new Wally Light Beer and thought you would enjoy a sample. Please enjoy and keep up the great work, the Wally's team.
They gave me a birthday card, too.
And also say for Rizz to grab some rolls of sausage when he comes back.
No. They sent this Wally's Light Beer, and they sent some jerky, honey jalapeno, and some Korean barbecue. Hey, and you know what's cool?
Oh, this is a scratch sniff card.
Get out of here!
Oh wow!
Does
it smell like Wally?
I have these characters on my Jeep. That's pretty nice.
That's awesome.
You want to smell?
Pretty nice.
Yeah. That's like a cupcake.
Yeah, I feel the most spoiled because my wife and I went on a vacation, was it 4 years ago or something like that, and we stopped. We had to get gas. We stopped in Pontiac, saw this big place, and it was their grand opening of the one in Pontiac.
Oh,
it was
really?
so fun to go the first
Storm.
day. I was like, whoa.
Have you rolled through Wally's yet?
Yep.
Rafe? It's a good place.
Ooh, that is nice.
Pretty good. I stopped in. I can't remember. I was coming back from some show, somewhere out in maybe Columbia or somewhere, and it was late. And I stopped by there and got food because I was like, oh man, they got like masticholis,
Yeah.
chilling in a case. You could just buy and take home at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
The food is awesome, and
Yeah, it was good.
And Mama Moon and her wonderful sister were talking about the food. They said that they went out of their way just because we talk about it a bunch and went to check it out. And they were like, they wanted to sit down and eat. And they're like, yeah, they don't have chairs. And they were actually talking to some of the guys who work there. And they said, yeah, that's intentional, but we have tons of food. And they were like trying everything. And then my aunt said, she goes, then we went over the area where they sell all the camping stuff that you were talking about. It was so cool. And I found a camping chair. And I thought, man, I'm just going to go grab a sandwich and sit in the camping chair.
Oh,
do it.
So they almost did that.
Well, thank you to the Wally's over there for the beer. All right, let's do it, bitch.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we got Godsmack Stain tickets, we got Snoop Dogg tickets, we got Manchester Orchestra Jimmy Eat World tickets, we got 7 Dust Static X tickets, and we are playing Do It Bitch Lern version.
That's right.
So Lern's going to take over the controls here in just a moment. I was trying to show you how it all works here.
Yeah.
During the commercial break. It's easy.
It's fine.
It's fine. You got 2 buttons to press.
I haven't been behind a board in 2 months, and I miss it. And I can't wait to get back there.
Well, let's get our teammates here. So it's Team Rizz and King Scott versus Team Moon and Rafe.
Poor guys.
Each team will have a gambler and a guesser. The guesser will leave the room. Lern will give the gamblers a category. They'll be going back and forth betting on how many things their teammate will get in that category in 10 seconds. Name. And if the gambler thinks the other team has overplayed their hand, they'll say, do it, bitch. And then we'll bring the guessers back in. We'll see if the guesser can make good on the gamble. We'll play best of 5. Losing team gets shot with the airsoft gun.
Right.
Okay, Lern, I'm going to leave it up to you. I'm going to go with you first. Okay. What team are you backing? Is it Team Rafe and Moon or Team Rizz and King Scott?
This is really even. I got to say, this is really even. You all are very smart.
I've never played the game before.
Thank you.
Never played. You know, the cousin brothers, there's some sort of weirdness when you guys get together because you're family and you guys are split up. So that's kind of evening both teams out.
The only thing that's weird that happens is we win.
That is weird. And so
Over and over.
Rafe and Rizz.
And you kiss on the lips afterwards.
Yes.
We're family. It's what we do.
Oh, we said weird.
Their roots in West Virginia.
Rafe and Rizz, you both have a lot of knowledge about random things. And so I think that that's interesting. So you guys divided up on each team will be interesting. So it really is even. So, but I'm going to, because it is your first time playing, I'm going with Rizz and King Scott.
Oh, boy,
Great
really?
choice.
Yes.
Okay.
Great choice. 3 S's for the price of 2. Can't wait.
Mike on the instant feedback, he's like, I've never seen Rizz change a game to accommodate a member of the show. Is this because Lern was upset about the airsoft gun last time?
I think everybody's upset about the airsoft gun.
Yeah,
Let's just get that out in the
zero
open.
fun. She doesn't
Well,
hate
two
it
things.
any more than we
I
all
want
do.
to play.
Yes.
Like, I want to play the game. I, as a host, I can't play at the same time.
Right.
And Lern's not great at this.
I'm not
So-
great at this.
Oh, man.
But it's not to say I'm never going to, like, we will play Do It Bitch in the normal way.
Yeah, we'll play it again. But once a month,
Once a month.
Lern gets her shot.
It's that time of the month for me to swap the roles. Just
right.
to come on over there.
So now are the categories, what are the categories, like women categories?
Oh, I don't know. You're going to find
Okay,
out.
all right. Ooh, I'm so
I
excited.
like it. I like it.
Let's get our teammates here. Pablo, is it Team Rafe and Moon or Team Rizz and King Scott?
Rafe and Moon.
Rafe and
Yes,
Moon.
Pablo Honey.
Okay, hang on.
Nice choice.
Pablo Honey, come back to Florida.
Is it, let me see here. Let me see who's on line 2. Is it,
I was waiting for it.
Hey, Ron.
There it is.
Where are you? Where is Ron right now?
oh, there he is. He's on line 2. Aaron, Highland.
Good morning.
Good morning. Team Rafe and Moon or King Scott and Rizz?
Rizz, you got it. I'm going to go with you guys.
All right.
Okay.
Wow. Sorry to hear that.
Nice. Excellent choice.
Drew, Rafe and Moon,
Good morning.
me and King Scott. Who's it going to be?
Rafe and Moon.
Rafe and Moon.
Yeah.
Hey, relax.
Yeah.
Relax.
I'm not going to relax.
Relax.
I'm undefeated, friend.
Dane, Rafe and Moon
Yes, sir.
or me and King Scott?
I'll go with Rizz and King Scott for sure.
All right.
Nice.
Woo, boy. All right.
Split.
All right.
All right.
And I do hope this is women's subjects because you guys
We'll crush.
least tuned in.
You don't know nothing
The
about
least
me.
tuned in
You don't know
female
anything about
perspective.
me.
Okay.
None of you know anything. is what
Yeah, you're Mr. Tuned In.
I am very tuned
Yeah,
in.
you're tuned into nothing. I'm tuned into everything.
I'm like a tuning fork.
I'm tuned into everything.
I'm on
Good luck,
frequency.
pal.
We'll see.
All right.
All right, Lern.
It feels wild to see him leave that area.
So do we know who's matched with who? Because I just spun the wheel twice. And it was...
Well, no, we get to pick who wants to be the gambler first, who wants to be the guesser first.
Oh, we do? Is that how we
That's
did it?
what we did last
picked
time.
it? Oh, I thought
Yeah,
we
I thought
wheeled
so.
it. I thought we wheeled it.
You guys first. Do you guys want to be the...
No.
Hey, excuse me. I'm the host.
Okay.
You are the challenger here.
I'm doing a couple of things just to get kind of.
Got a guest in the studio today, Scott Rizzuto.
Scott Rizzuto.
Hey, Scott.
So-
if you could lean into the mic when you're speaking, it would be...
I'll talk the way I want to speak.
All right, so you guys have already
our
talked to
show.
each other as teams, right? So you
Correct.
guys all have kind of like whispered to each other. So have you decided who on the team is going to be the guesser and the gambler? Have you both figured that out?
We figured it out, but I guess we're not allowed to say it.
To start,
No, you're the challenger, so you should say it first.
Okay. I will be the gambler first, and King Scott will be the guesser first.
What would you like
For
to do?
Team King Scott and Rizz.
doesn't matter.
Who do you want to fight?
I'll gamble
Do it,
against him
Okay.
since we're right next to each other.
Sounds good.
All right, so Rafe and Rizz are the gamblers, which means the guessers are the cousin brothers. All right,
Yes,
you guys go
right
ahead and get in the
So,
hallway.
Cousin brothers, get out of the room.
All right.
This is going to be
go,
awesome.
cousin.
If you could speak into the mic right here.
Thank you.
You can take that
Takes
Please
the
leave.
advantage away.
the thing off if you don't want to.
The mic condom?
Yeah, you can take that off.
Making them go out together takes the cousin brother advantage away from both teams.
Yeah.
That was my logic.
All right, so here's the first subject.
Who's gonna be able to gamble first?
You bid first.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll bid
you
first.
haven't
I
done it yet.
acquiesced the bid.
Okay.
So this is going to be maybe an easy one for them. Female-fronted rock bands specific. How many?
Fronted rock band.
How many do you think King Scott can guess in 10 seconds?
3.
4,
You're thinking
5.
5?
6. Moon will get 6.
6 in 10 seconds.
Do it, bitch.
All right.
Man, all right.
And
That
10.
quick, huh?
Do it, bitch.
You're toast. 6? You're going to let me get away with a 6
Oh, yeah.
bid? You're out of control, man. Where are they at? How do you get them back?
Come on in. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Eyes are on you.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Okay. He gave it away?
I didn't give anything away.
Well, you said good luck.
So I think good luck is good luck.
Okay.
Yeah, you can wish luck on this show.
Thank you.
Moon, you're going to be up.
Yeah, baby.
You got this.
All right.
This is
Slam dunk.
This is a dunk. This is going to be a windmill dunk. I have a feeling.
Rafe believes in you. He believes that you can guess 6 female-fronted rock bands in 10 seconds.
No Doubt, Heart, Lady A, Dixie Chicks, sorry, whatever that is, Dolly Parton, and
Hang on a second. I said rock bands. And
You didn't get
you,
6 anyway.
Well, Dolly,
But
you
also-
gotta have Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame does not count in this. It's rock bands.
Rock bands.
that's
So-
a hard one. That's
Boom.
a hard one.
Yeah.
1
I
point.
thought
King
he
Scott
would
Rizz.
Smash that.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry,
You may
buddy.
wanna have
It's a
the
tough one.
level
I
a
almost
little
didn't
lower.
go over 5, but I was like, he's a rocker. He'll know. He'll have worked
Nope.
with so many.
Dang, lost
Boom.
a point.
I mean, I would have said
Scott,
Greek
my,
Fire.
my first point
Got it.
dropped.
Yeah.
Got it.
Dumb.
Got it.
All right.
Where'd that confidence go, buddy?
I
Where'd
lost
it go?
I lost a point. We'll see how you do out there.
Could you have done it?
go?
Huh?
Could you do 6?
Oh, I doubt it. I doubt 6. I mean, I think I could. Like I said, Greek Fire. I don't know. I
Yes,
would have
there
gone.
you go.
I'd gone the right side.
All right, the two guessers.
The
are leaving
two.
the room.
I would have said Lane Narrows.
Yes.
I would have said that.
You could have.
I
That would have
said that.
counted.
I would have said
Oh,
that.
that's Lern's band. Okay.
All right.
that
You
was
guys go
nothing.
outside.
King Scott and Team Rizz up 1.
I got
Up
you,
one.
bud.
I can't even think of another one right now.
All right. These guys are leaving. We have new
That's the 5.
Bandmate.
gamblers, new guessers.
Bandmate.
That feels good.
All right.
My
Point on the
heart's
board.
going.
All right. The subject matter: how many bars in St. Louis do you think that your teammates can guess in 10 seconds? Bars in St. Louis.
Who starts?
We'll let you start.
Rafe can do 5.
Yeah, Rizz can do 6.
Can do
Rafe
6.
can do 7.
Rizz can do 8.
Rafe can do 9.
Can Rizz do 10 in 10 seconds, you think?
I think so, but that is a tough. Once you get to 10,
1 per
that is
second.
a very tough thing to do.
I mean,
That's a lot of.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
I'm gonna say do it, bitch.
All right.
Right.
Yeah.
Rafe is up. He's got to get 9
That's
in
right.
10 seconds, right? 9? Okay.
So Rizz and I
4.
are champs.
All right, you guys.
All right. I saw. Who's guessing?
Rafe, you're up.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah!
Get the point back. Get the point back.
And you need to get 9. 9 St. Louis bars in 10 seconds.
Helena Fitzgerald's, McGurk's, the Improv Shop, Handlebar, Just John's, Budweiser Brewery, Urban
Those are high fives. Coo, 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 coo.
9 bars to a 12-year sober guy.
Yeah!
Dang.
Would this have
I
counted?
appreciate it.
Hot Shots St. Charles, Hot Shots Dorset, Hot
Yeah.
Shots Fenton.
You would have counted.
Applebee's,
It would've
Applebee's here in
counted.
Olive.
We would have counted it. All different
TGI
locations.
Fridays.
I knew it was tough, but I mean, you know.
I assume St. Louis bars meant not chains.
And by the way, you said Helena Fitzgerald's. Wouldn't have counted.
Helen Fitzgerald's.
Would have
He
counted.
said Helena.
You did say Helena.
No, he said Helen.
Helena.
That's a new one. That's
it's
a
a
new
new
one.
Helena.
No, it's Helen's middle name is
Helen Fitzgerald.
Helena Fitzgerald.
It's the Canadian one. It's really good.
I don't know why that one
Wilson.
stuck
Well,
out to me either.
congratulations. Right? That's it.
What? With
No, I thought it's
two
out of
rounds?
five.
That's out of 5.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
best out of 5.
Best of
All right.
5.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought we were doing 4. All right.
Best of 5.
Real nice.
Okay.
Guessers, go out of here.
Guessers, get
right.
out of here. This is for the win.
Right now, Team Rizz and King Scott, 2 in the lead. Team Rafe and Moon, 0.
9. He went 9, 12 years since I've had a drop
doesn't
of alcohol.
He should have maybe thought about that. I'll
That's
give you
okay.
that.
I still should know bars. I bartended forever. The St. Louis thing
You were
threw me
a
off because I
bartender?
thought it had to be specific. I didn't think I could name chains. I thought I had to name like specific St. Louis bars and in St. Louis City. When you said St. Louis, threw me off.
Oh, no, it didn't.
Here we go.
St. Louis
Yes, it did.
City. Get out of here.
Threw me off.
You guys are the gamblers. Your guesses
Mr.
are out in the
Excuses
hallway.
over here. Okay.
These two in the hallway. This should be easy for both of them.
Okay, here we go.
How many music venues in St. Louis will either one of them be able to name in 10 seconds? And Rafe, will start with you. How many do you think Moon will be able to get?
6.
6 and 10. Okay. Rizz, how many would King Scott be able to guess in 10 seconds? Music venues.
Music venues. 6. You say 6.
I say 6. Think about what you told me in the hallway.
A lot of music venues, small and
I
large.
know.
And he's played a lot of them. Both
6
of them
and
have
10.
played.
Now,
That ain't a lot.
What if he says venues that are closed?
I'll count it.
Oh, you'll
I'll
count.
count. So like American Theater. Could be counted.
Scott will do 7.
7. 7, and we're allowing ones that are closed.
Mm-hmm.
Moon could do 8.
Moon can do 8.
Do it, bitch.
All
Do
right.
it, bitch.
Do it.
All right,
I'm gonna live and
come on
die
in.
by him. I think he can do 8. If he misses 2 music questions, dude, I'm swinging on him. I swear to God.
I was waiting for the hand wave, and
Oh no, this was a heated.
Oh,
This is a good one.
I was waiting for
This
the
was a
hand.
heated debate.
I was waiting for the hand wave, and all I see is Rizz like doing his dance. I don't even know what that was.
yeah.
I want to see it.
The gamblers have spoken, and Moon, you're up.
God,
Oh.
darn it!
And
Dude, we're in the hole. I'm betting on you.
This is for.
I'm sorry, I'm betting on you.
This could be great.
Rizz
I'm
win.
deflated. I'm deflated.
Don't be.
I'm deflated.
If you don't get this one, man.
I'm deflated.
let me say this. Rafe believes that you will guess 8 local music venues in 10 seconds.
Ready Room, Pageant, Blueberry Hill, Factory, the Amphitheater. We have St. Louis Music Park, Creep and Crawl 2.
That was 8.
Creepy Crawl 2.
There was a
there's
second
two-
Creepy
there's 2
Crawl.
Creepy Crawl.
That counts,
One on
dude.
Tucker.
But
That
was
counts.
it-
If you're
it
going to
was
do hot
still
shots,
Creepy Crawl,
all
wasn't
locations, Creepy Crawl 1 and 2 count, dude.
And we did
It was never
stipulate-
called Creepy Crawl
Thank you
2,
for doing
though.
those silly examples prior to. Thank you.
Was it ever called Creepy Crawl 2?
Yes, everyone referred to it as Creepy Crawl.
But what
But
was
it
it
called?
First of all, you
Creepy
said the
Crawl.
amphitheater, which
he said Hot Shots, Bridgeton, Hot Shots, Fenton.
Well, yeah. Also, you said
Okay.
the amphitheater, which that's on the line.
The amphitheater is the
Which
amphitheater.
amphitheater?
It's the
There's plenty of
amphitheater.
amphitheaters.
It's the amphitheater,
The
and it has
Chesterfield
had
Amphitheater?
multiple
The
names.
Chesterfield Amphitheater?
So
Don't be-
technically,
don't
it
be a
could have been
sass.
all 4 amphitheaters. He got
Yeah.
12 right.
I said the amphitheater, meaning all 4.
Host.
How many did he actually get? How many things were
He
named?
had 8.
Yeah,
He had 8.
He had it. Fine.
We're going to get you on the board. We're going to get you on the board.
Wow.
Yeah, Daddy. Woo! I started to sweat.
2 to 1. 2 to 1.
I was like, dude,
on this
Big
game.
asterisk.
What'd you say?
Asterisks on this
Get your
game.
ass outside.
your
right.
ass cheeks are on this game.
Guessers out in the hallway, stop arguing. You guys got this right
back.
now. Team Rizz, King Scott, up 2.
Yes.
Team Rafe and Moon
Dude,
on the
my
board.
heartbeat is at an unhealthy level at this point.
Right? Is it 1:30? All right, you guys. Both of those guys out there really enjoy desserts. They like ice creams. How many brands of ice creams do you think your guessers will be able to name in 10 seconds?
You're starting.
I'll go with 5.
6.
6 and 10 seconds, you think Rafe can do it?
I'll go 7.
Do it, bitch.
7. All right, 7.
I think you can.
Not flavors.
Yeah,
Brands.
brands. This is brands. This is the Ben & Jerry's.
Not
Yeah.
flavors.
But I mean, there's a lot of
Brands.
you could say like grocery store.
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. Have them come on in.
And I'm sure we'll fact check those.
So 7.
How you guys feeling?
Complaining about
Because we got
Creepy
another
Crawl
point.
2.
We got another point right here.
All right, if he would have said
Game is tied.
Scott Trade Center and Enterprise Center.
Listen, we got to go. He's
Is that
still
2 or
bitching.
1?
This is why he doesn't play
Well,
games.
if he would have said Hollywood or Verizon Amphitheater, would you give him?
I'm asking.
You got mad about Amphitheater.
I would have counted it because we were saying old and new, and so technically that's a blanketed statement. So old
And here's the
Scott
thing.
Trade
It's the same
Scott Trade
building.
Center.
Prior to you guys coming in, he asked to bid on Scott. He said, well, does it matter if they're closed? She said, no, it doesn't matter if they're closed. So if Creepy Crawl closed and reopened as Creepy Crawl 2,
Okay, we
that's
gave
2
this one
venues.
Anyway.
There's an asterisk.
Who's guessing?
Rizz, you're up.
Okay.
Good.
King Scott has so much faith in you
Good.
because he knows how much you love
Oh, yeah.
the next thing I'm about ready to say. So much that you will be able to get 7 in 10 seconds. You'll
Okay.
be able to guess 7 brands of ice creams in 10 seconds.
Breyers, Dairy Queen, Van Leeuwen, Haagen-Dazs, Baskin Robbins.
Sorry. Baby. Dairy Queen.
All right.
Gosh, that
Dairy
works.
Queen counts.
Yeah, that counts.
That's a brand?
We
I
got.
don't know.
I would have said Lion's Choice too, and all that.
We are tied currently. Both teams sitting at 2 points
dude.
each.
Coming
That's a
back
tough
from the
one.
sweep.
I know.
All right.
I didn't say
pushed
Ben and
it.
Jerry's.
Where's your
Damn.
confidence now?
Ben and Jerry's.
Haagen-Dazs.
Where's your
Go
confidence
Prairie
now?
Farms.
My
So
confidence out the window.
delicious. Blue Bunny, Magnum.
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 All right.
All right.
I always
Guess
carry a
who's in the hall?
Magnum ice cream bar in my wallet to impress girls.
Really?
It's the largest of the ice creams.
It is the best.
All right, so it comes down to this.
Comes
This is
down
it.
to this.
This is it.
And I'm loving this right now, dude.
This is it.
This is great.
Down to the final.
Learn, our ass is on the line here.
I know. Yeah, I know, man.
I love it.
The guessers in the hallway, both handsome gentlemen. They have
In their own right.
wives.
Both married, yep.
Both married. Will they be able to guess, how many men's cologne fragrances? How many can they guess? They don't really wear cologne, but how many could they guess for this game in 10 seconds? Rizz?
Cologne.
Men's cologne.
Men's
Cologne.
Yeah. Stetson,
No, I know. Oh, man.
Sauvage.
Only S colognes for you.
Sauvage.
I bought that and it didn't smell good on me.
3 for King Scott.
3. All right, I'll go 4.
All right, 4.
Moon
for
can do
you.
4.
5.
Moon can do 6.
Do it, bitch.
Moon can guess 6. Is what
Oh,
you're saying?
dude, your ass is toast. All 3 of you. Bring them in.
Bring them in. Woo! This is it.
Nope. Nope.
He's got it, dude. He's got
Nope.
it. He's got it. There's no way.
Okay, we'll see.
You made a mistake, dude.
You made a mistake.
Welcome back,
You made a
guessers.
mistake, and it's going to cost you 3 asses today.
Moon, you're up.
I knew she was facing me. Okay, go ahead.
Rafe has a lot of
got this, dude.
confidence in you. You're a handsome guy. You should be able to do this.
Send them to the wall.
He believes he
For the
believes
win.
that you're going to be able to guess 6 men's fragrances in 10 seconds.
Nautica, Stetson, Chanel's got to make one. Let's see. Dior, Boucard Noir. Hey, first of all, hey, he needs to not make noises when the timer's still going.
Get out of here.
Can make noises.
You're literally
There was
over here
no
doing
noise
this.
rule before this game got started.
Yes.
There's no way.
There is a rule
You had
of
there was no way.
I
you
was
would've been.
speaking and you were making noise. Don't you dare! Don't you
was no
dare
noise
encroach during my
stipulation.
timer.
Get to the wall. Oh, no way.
Do not.
Congratulations to Team Rizz and King Scott.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
3-2.
I don't wear that stupid crap.
6, dude.
I
To the wall.
don't wear that nonsense. No.
I thought you'd be. I
That's
thought
my
both
fault.
of you would be able to
Five.
get it.
Rizz, are you?
It's my fault.
Or do you
Did
want
I
me
get
to-
5? I don't know what I
You
said.
did. You were close.
Rizz is picking
Yeah.
up the gun. He's
never
looking
shot- I've
very
never shot
happy right
anybody
now.
before.
Sucks, man.
I'm sorry. I let you down.
You want me
That's
to?
All right.
dude.
Well, so
rather
congratulations,
lose on our own
Team
accord.
Rizz.
Hey, for real though,
and
we need to
King
make a
Scott.
rule that you
This
can't
was
be in
good.
somebody's periphery doing this and making noise when the timer's going.
You would be the first person to do that.
Oh, is that true?
That
We've
is
played this
true.
game multiple times and no one's done that except for you.
You never thought of it.
Well, we never thought of it. First of all, don't be pointing a gun towards me.
Okay, Rizz is
gonna be
looking
pointing
very
it
Yeah,
happy.
you're
right now.
hey, dude, your gun safety is
Yeah,
bad.
dude, you
You're waving
sassy
that thing
bastard.
around.
Trigger control.
You're waving that thing around like Dog Day afternoon in here.
Guys, it feels good to be.
Your
undefeated
gun
in this
discipline
game,
is
by the way.
bad.
I know.
Yeah,
Let's give it
dude.
for King Scott, who's undefeated and do it, bitch. Look
Thank
at you
you.
go.
All right.
All
Feels
right.
really
Well,
good. That's good.
congratulations,
Damn it.
Rizz and King Scott, and myself.
I'm not going to tell you who I'm shooting first.
This is a great game.
Oh, boy.
All right. Yeah. And again, if you're just tuning in, get on the webcams if you'd like to see what's going on
Shirts
over
up.
Move over to your right a little bit.
And is it? Can you cock that thing?
I already did.
Hey,
There we go.
that's one.
Okay.
No, this is where you normally stand.
Yeah.
See your toe? It
That
needs to go
one.
behind the line.
Oh,
there,
God.
there. Thank you. What do you mean?
Stop being a baby.
When's the last time you shot somebody?
Rules
and
are
you've-
rules.
Oh, you've never done this?
You sassy bastard. Rules are rules. There is a there's a protocol
Less
here
talking.
to keep it official.
Less talking, more shooting.
He's never shot anyone. His aim can
Is there anything in your
I
back
know.
pocket, by the way?
No.
Is there wallets back there?
All right,
Hey,
here we go.
Yeah.
Who am I shooting first?
You want me to count it down?
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Ah, you hit me in the leg, you idiot.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay.
Rafe, stick it out.
Oh! Hurts me just the sound.
You hit me in the leg.
Wait.
Psychological torture.
Wait. We have a problem. The gun is jammed.
Oh, see, this is why.
Because
You see, you didn't get anything?
He hit me in the leg.
Karma knows you cheated.
Oh, my
Hey,
gosh.
start the timer for the ass shot.
Okay, here we go. Timer for the ass shot.
Wait, stop it. This is torture. Oh, is this hard on you?
Stop pointing it at me.
Anyway, congratulations.
I hate you.
Close to my ass. You shot me in the hamstring.
Me too, dude. It's not even my butt right here.
Cross-eyed or something? What's going on?
That's my first time.
Should we do traffic?
No time at the range. Yeah, hit traffic.
All right, here comes Mooners with your traffic.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. There's still a lot of racing left in 2023 at WWT Raceway. IndyCar returns August 26th and 27th. Get your tickets now. I'm still really like fidgety over here.
Oh, by the way, Crap on Celebrities is next.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's find this.
Hey,
Get it together.
calm down.
270 eastbound between 44 and Manchester. There's a lot of delays. We also have a right lane closed due to debris on the road 270 northbound at 44.
We got to get that thing like recited.
No, it's perfect. Scott's still undefeated. I'm so bummed. I'm sorry I let you down, Rafe.
Hey, we both.
Not a big deal.
We both blew
He's
that one.
celebrating with his Wally's beef jerky. Hey,
You're so happy, man.
Let's crack a couple cold Wallies.
Yeah,
Get nuts.
Let's make this show fun today.
Your point forecast, things are heating up, and rain will be happening for the next 3 days, at least starting tomorrow. But today is just going to be hot. High of 90, low of 66. Right now it is 70 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
And like Rizz said, Crap on Celebrities is next. Stay here.
Rafe and Moon are still crying about losing.
No, nobody's crying. We're just
you're like...
No, I said there's everyone else is agreeing. Listeners are agreeing that no one should be making noise during the timer. No one. And then what do you go? You do all this matchup with Moon. Matchup with Moon. First of all, matchup with Moon. You're not on a timer.
You're jumping around, yelling, making noise.
It was his first time
I
playing.
don't make noise.
You're
I don't make noise.
hopping around like
that hasn't been since the old studio.
Nah.
Who's bitching now?
You.
No, I'm saying that we should make a rule and let's all agree or not.
Fine. From now on.
No,
but take the L.
I did take the L, and I even took the shot. And boy, you ain't getting no medals for your sharpshooting.
Marksmanship. That was my first time.
You're shooting next time, Lern, for sure.
Oh, is that what you want?
He hit our legs. It ain't going to be worse.
I learned a lesson.
We had no complaints.
What did you learn?
I had my knees locked, so like my hamstrings were tight as a drum. Thinking I was going to get ham-hocked in the ass cheek, and he got me in my left hamstring.
And Lern, I think your categories were great.
Thank you.
It was good.
And I think we'll do it again tomorrow.
Fine.
This way, no jumping around, no crying.
Right.
Your categories were good. They were very. We had a strategy, and it didn't work out because the categories were like. They were not hyper specific, but they weren't super general either. So it was kind of hard to bid high like we have in the past.
And we all have to admit, my gambling was, spot on.
Oh,
Thank
wow.
you guys.
You did great.
Yeah, give yourself a round of applause. Wow.
Rizz, you did one.
He went 3 on King Scott every time. That was your.
Thank you.
And when
you.
you were bitching, it was excellent bitching and crying.
Thank you. He was do it bitching. That's
Yeah,
different.
he was doing bitching. Yeah.
I do have to say I was the MVP of that team.
Well, and I would like to also
Sorry,
applaud myself for picking the right team during Do It Bitch.
Yeah,
you
good
know?
for you. And listen, tomorrow we'll have the wheel. We'll spin the wheel again. Maybe Moon and I will be teammates tomorrow. I don't know.
All I know is we made it a great competition. We came back and the most nervous game ever from an 0-2 deficit and made it a game. We made it a match.
Let's
Nice,
play.
that was good.
We're just here to entertain. We're not here to
Let's play
win.
a little something right now.
I'm here to win.
Okay, so we found out yesterday during Crap on Celebrities that Maury Povich has a DNA test, like a paternity test.
Yeah.
Which, of course, Maury Povich would have.
Which, of course.
Maury Povich, of course, famous on his show for "You Are Not the Father."
You are not.
The results are in, is what it's called.
The results are in. So let's play a little game here. So I'm going to play you some clips from the old Maury Povich show. Listen to the setup. And then you have to guess if the person is the real father or not.
All right.
Okay, I got 3 fellas that were on the Maury Bovich show. You'll listen to the setup, and you will have to guess whether they are the father or not. Guys, let's meet Al.
In the beginning, me and Maisha was like peaches and cream. I loved her so much that I even proposed to her. As time went on, I found out what Maisha really is, a liar. She was trying to trap me, and using those kids was a perfect way to do it. Maisha claims she be going to the store, but she really hang out in the corner with a bunch of sluts. I really think she's a prostitute. I'm 100% sure. Not 1, not 2, but 3 of those kids are not mine. I even wrote a song about it.
Okay, so you got so Al. There's 3 kids in question here.
Okay.
Not mine, and not mine. He says that the lady in question is a prostitute.
Right.
You heard the setup. Do you think Al's the father or not of all 3 kids?
Would you like me to guess?
I would like you to guess.
I think Al is not the father. Oh!
Not the father? You think Al is the father or not the father?
He sounds a little guilty. I'm going to say he is the father.
The father.
Guilty. You're guilty of being
Rafe,
children's
is
father.
Al the father or not? 3 kids.
3 makes it a tough call. Is it a sweep? Can I ask that? Is it
It's
all
a sweep either way.
Then I'm going to say not the father.
Not the father, Scott?
I will say not the father.
Well, Maury?
When it comes to 3-month-old Emil, when it comes to 1-year-old Halen, and when it comes to 4-year-old Kyla, Al, you are not.
Not the father.
I told you.
Too many.
It just felt it felt like he kind of came up with a lot of details real fast there.
Okay.
Once I knew it was a sweep, I was like, this can't be good news.
Let's meet Picardo. Here's Picardo's story.
Okay. I lost my virginity, Quintara. It was my first time. I never thought I could get a girl pregnant. I never thought I could be in that situation. I'm not ready to be a dad. I think I'm too young and I have stuff that I want to do in the future. I'm doing good in school. Because I'm so good at school, I like to teach other kids and I like to mentor them. If I'm the father of this baby, I will have to give up everything that I like to do. All the kids my age will be having fun and I have to spend all my time and money on the baby.
Okay. Is Picardo the father or not? Lern.
You know, he sounds like he knows that he's going to be giving up a lot because he is the father.
Yeah. It's funny you say that. Like, I did notice he didn't say anything about her.
Right.
But he did say a lot of stuff. You're right. Oh, that's a good. Sounds like a good dude.
Yeah.
Oh man, I feel like his life is going to change.
Picardo is the father.
I feel like he's the dad.
Sounded like he was reading off a teleprompter a little bit and not good at it.
But it did sound like
I would like to
Lern
teach
said.
all the kids later. I think, what'd you say?
It's not. Lern made a point that it sounds like he is. What he has the top of mind are all the things that he's going to lose or change. You know, if
Right.
he's the dad.
What did you guys pick?
That he is the father.
That he is. We're also statistically going against the fact that the last guy was not, so that it kind of plays into it a little bit here.
Also, not the father.
Not the father.
Wow.
Scott?
I'm going to say his name kind of sounds like paternal, and he sounds like he would be a great dad because he wants to help educate everybody, so I hope he is the father.
Okay.
All right, so
Maury?
Are you ready for this?
When it comes to 1-month-old Peyton, Ricardo, you are not.
Upset!
Wanted it too bad.
Man, didn't
You
see
guys
that.
wanted it too bad.
Wow. I'm just playing a game,
it's exciting.
The game to me was, this sounds like the guy that you would hope would be the father.
Right.
Oh, that's right.
Right. This is who we want the father to be.
Right.
That ain't who
Sounds
Maury
like a
has
good guy.
One more.
All right.
Dang,
let's,
this game is hard.
This game was
This is
hard.
a fun game.
Let's meet Keith. Here we go.
Anna and I met on the internet. Soon after that, we moved in together. We had a good relationship until she had that baby. After China brought Keelan home, my best friend Jose came to see the baby. As soon as he left the house and I walked outside, a lady came up to me saying the baby's Jose's. Then I went for a walk and a guy told me the baby was Jose's. The next day, 3 more people told me the same thing.
That baby is Jose. Until the results prove something different, I stand by how I feel.
Okay. So Keith is convinced that the baby's not his, it's Jose's.
It's Jose.
Whoever Jose is.
His best friend.
Best friend.
Best friend Jose.
Keith's sounding a little too guilty. He's trying to push this off on Jose. I believe Keith is the father.
Keith is the father.
I'm with Lern.
Keith is the father.
Keith is not the father.
Keith is not
Man.
And neither is
Big one,
Jose.
man.
Yeah, I'm going to say
Neither
I
is
should say
Jose.
he's not the father, but I'm going to go just because we've had already two not fathers. I'm going to say he is the father.
Okay, saying he is the father.
Yeah, although Jose sounds like a good
You guys are playing
baby
stats.
maker.
You're not listening to the music.
Let's see if Keith is the father. Here's Maury.
When it comes to 2-month-old Keelan, Keith, you are the father.
Back on the board.
Keith is the father.
Oh man,
Yeah. All right.
sorry,
That's a
Jose.
Tough.
That's pretty
game.
good. That's pretty good. at
And
this.
now I understand why the show has been on for 77
it's great.
years.
Because it's great. Let's do Crap on Celebrities. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crap on Celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Bright House Plumbing. Call the best. Flush the rest. BrightHouseCo.com. 636-600-0188. Def Leppard, Sammy Hagar, Gwen Stefani, and Darius Rucker, Tony Braxton, Dr. Dre, Brandy, and Otis Redding are all the artists who are going to be getting a Hollywood Walk of Fame star in 2024. Breaking news.
Okay, so who? Darius Rucker,
Yep. Gwen Stefani,
Gwen Stefani,
Sammy Hagar,
Sammy Hagar.
Def Leppard,
Okay.
Tony Braxton,
Uh-huh.
Dr. Dre,
Uh-huh.
Brandy, and Otis Redding. That's a big one.
Okay.
All worthy.
All right.
David Lee Roth is crazy. Posted another video where this time Dave is dressed in camouflage and he's seen sneaking up upon a statue of a squirrel while his 1988 song Just Like Paradise provides the soundtrack. I was watching this morning. I think this is his property, and he's got all these bizarre statues of dogs at his house and this big old squirrel, and he's acting like the squirrel's taking a call, and it's fantastic.
He's an interesting guy.
Big time.
He's not married, right?
I don't think so.
You never really hear a lot about David Lee Roth's private life.
Yeah.
I think he may have kids.
Does he?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Like, you really don't hear much about David Lee Roth's. He's gone this whole time, like been famous for 40 years,
Yeah.
right?
Keeps it
And
low.
He keeps it low profile.
Right. He paints. We know that. He makes these fun videos.
I mean, he has head to toe tattoos.
Oh, yeah. The last Van Halen album, A Different Kind of Truth, had a song on there called Tattoo, Tattoo, which is how he sung it. Like he had moisture.
Mouthful of
It's a terrible
Juji
song.
fruit.
I know. Anyway, check that out. You can follow him on Twitter. More than 100 artists have pledged to boycott venues like Madison Square Garden that use facial recognition technology at their shows. We were talking about this earlier. Tom Morello, Zach De La Roca of Rage Against the Machine, Wheatus, Boots Riley, and even more have come forward to say that they do not want to play at these venues that are going to be using facial recognition technology. And also some venues are stepping up and saying, we're never going to use this technology. So lots of people boycotting this privacy issue.
Okay.
On Sunday night, Offset and Quavo reunited to pay tribute to their late Migos band member Takeoff at the BET Awards. Then yesterday, Offset followed up that gorgeous moment by hitting up Instagram and accusing his wife, Cardi B, of having sex with another man. And then Cardi says... Cardi says Offset is, quote, spiraling and thinking things that just are not true. And she asked him to, quote, stop acting stupid. She also says that if she was cheating, it would have come out by now because she's Cardi freaking B. And that guy would tell everybody saying, quote, if I was giving this kitty to anybody, it would be out.
And this is all playing out on social media?
On Twitter Spaces. So it's an audio part of Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
We're going to watch that unfold.
we don't talk about that in private?
No, we're talking about it on Twitter.
I have a feeling they have an unconventional marriage.
I would, yeah. Most musicians, I bet, right?
No, I think like Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton. I bet you
They lock it down?
Pretty
I
chill.
bet you they lock it down.
Yeah, they got like a farm or something. They
Yeah,
just
I bet you they're.
chill, man.
I bet you they're making dinner together. I bet you they hang out in the kitchen a lot. I want to know what Offset and Cardi B's like home life is like.
Well, and I don't think you're going to find out because it's much more salacious to be interesting. And
Well, if you were to guess, what is their life like? Like, do they?
if they're happy, I feel like it's probably far less interesting than we want it to be.
They have babies and stuff.
Yeah, but are they taking care of the babies? They have a team of nannies. So we got talking like a ton of housekeepers.
But you
Is
gotta-
Cardi B cooking?
Yeah, I mean, but you're not going to know because the entire thing, I mean, like the whole thing now is you build these like full-blown brands and everything is a part of the brand. David Lee Roth didn't have to share that crap to have his brand. Now you have to have something out there and successful, awesome love and raising a family
I'm
is
just
not
curious.
interesting. You know what I mean? So like people need to be interested.
Well, you can listen to her entire rant on Twitter Spaces. It was kind of
I'm probably
boring.
not gonna.
But she really does get into it. Lindsay Lohan's baby is almost here. Sources have confirmed, or not confirmed, I guess I should say. They've said that she's having a baby boy. She is in Dubai with her mom will be by her side. And this is her first child with her husband, Bader Shamas. So congratulations to them. Harrison Ford is 81, but he says he has no plans to retire from Hollywood. He was talking about playing the iconic role of Indiana Jones, which, by the way, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny hits theaters this Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Harrison Ford says, he doesn't want to retire. However, he did say it's time to move on from the Indiana Jones character. It's time for him to grow up.
Boy, if you want to see a good show with Harrison Ford, watch that Shrinking Show.
That's what I hear.
It's excellent.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's good.
You know, we were talking about we have a family member who's a stuntman in LA and like ran like a stunt business, like taught people how to drive and all that. And he was in The Fugitive, and I was like, man, I want to watch The Fugitive again. It's been a long time since I've seen
Tommy
The
Lee
Fugitive.
Jones?
Tommy Lee Jones, Harrison Ford. This has another big guy in the FBI team.
Yeah,
I forget
I
who it
haven't
is.
seen that movie in years.
Me
Search
neither.
every outhouse, doghouse,
Yeah,
whatever.
I had a fight with a one-armed man.
my name is Richard Kimball.
I had a fight with a one-armed man. I used to say that when I drank, and I'd just wake up, tumped over in a lazy boy recliner with half of a pizza on my shirt. I'd just stand up and be like, I had a fight with a one-armed man.
I feel like
Speaking of Lee's, Tommy Lee, David Lee Roth, 2 daughters, Avi Lee Roth and Brenna Lee Roth.
Nice.
That he neither claims nor denies he sired.
Here's Richard Kimball running.
What I want out of each and every one of you is a hard target search of every gas station, residence, warehouse, farmhouse, hen house, outhouse, and doghouse in that area.
At about a 6-mile radius.
Checkpoints go up at 15 miles. Your fugitive's name is Dr. Richard Kimball.
Yeah, watch that movie.
That movie's
again.
so good. That one and The Client. Watch those back to back. Those are great films.
Man, you know, I am worried though, because remember we were talking about the numbers. What was the movie? Flash, not doing well,
Right.
didn't make a
Yeah.
lot of money, got outdone by some
Spider-Man.
comedy.
Spider-Man.
Oh, I thought a comedy beat it or something.
Oh, no hard feelings from Jennifer Lawrence almost beat
It
it.
just feels like the theaters are down a little bit. Man, I have obviously I got no skin in this game, no stake here, but like I would be brokenhearted if an Indiana Jones movie came out like really disappointed. Box office, even if it was a good
Get
movie.
yourself ready, buddy. Cause
Yeah, I don't think it's
this
going to do.
I know,
I
I just-
bet you it's not going to do
I feel like
well.
this is like a bad time for theaters right now.
That Spider-Man movie, from every account, is so freaking good.
And is it doing well money wise?
Yeah.
Why is this weekend not going to be good?
Because the Indiana Jones movie's coming out, and he was saying he doesn't want to be disappointed.
Well, I wonder
by it.
how a movie will do over 4th of July weekend.
Yeah, 4th of
That's
July,
true.
and I just
that
feel
used
like
to be a big weekend.
people aren't going right now, and there's like a whole bunch of stuff that's kind of underperforming.
Although
It's going to be hot.
It's there's a heat wave
Heat and rain
across
so-
much of the states. So maybe that'll bode well for
Yeah.
movies.
So see Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford, and Steven Spielberg really need it.
Well, this kind of plays into what you guys are talking about because James Gunn was interviewed and he was talking about how superhero movies have gotten really lazy and generic. He was on a podcast. He says they've gotten to a place where, oh, it's a superhero. Let's make a movie about it. And then, oh, let's make a sequel because the first one did pretty well. And they aren't thinking about why is this story so special? What makes this story stand apart from the others? What's at the heart of it all? He talks about character importance and what's going to make each one of these superhero movies different than.
So did you say
ones
St. Louis'
before.
own James
I
Gunn?
did, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Wow.
So
Respect on
St.
that
Louis
name.
Zone.
anyway, you think that's true? Do you think superhero movies are just
Yeah, too much.
getting
There's too many.
it's
There's
like
too many.
overcrowded?
Yeah, all of us have
Too
been
many.
pretty bored.
All right.
Every month, there's another one.
Well, that's why that first Spider-Verse one was so like such a sigh of relief. It was like, holy crud, this was so cool. It was so different. Even just like the fact that it was animation, the music, like everything was just, thank you. I can stay in this realm. I don't actually hate superheroes. I just hate what we've done to them for now.
Well, we ran out of the top tier. I mean, when they made, and I love Paul Rudd, but when they made Ant-Man a standalone movie, I'm like, we are running out of superheroes.
Yeah.
When Ant-Man's getting his own movie and 2 sequels, we're out of top tier. The only thing I can hope is that now that Marvel owns X-Men, they can breathe a little life into that franchise, because that was the best Marvel comic, in my opinion. IMO. That was the one I enjoyed.
You're not allowed to have a different opinion than other.
I love X-Men too,
emails.
but didn't Marvel take it and do that Dark Phoenix one, and it was awful?
No, they didn't do that.
Oh, that wasn't it?
That was a carryover from the Fox Studio days.
Oh, okay. I didn't
As
know
was Age of Apocalypse, which was not good.
Speaking of not good, season 1 of HBO's The Idol will come to an end on Sunday after just 5 episodes. Fans were expecting 6 episodes, even reported that there were going to be 6
they're cutting
episodes.
that early, huh?
Yeah, they did some creative shuffling is what they're calling it, and that thing will be done by Sunday.
Whoa.
Oh, that's the one with the weekend?
Yeah.
And Johnny Depp's daughter.
What is it?
The Idol.
The Idol. That's
it a
one
TV
everybody's
show?
making fun of on HBO for like just being, ridiculous, over-the-top sex scenes, awful acting.
No substance. Yeah.
Wow.
And finally, Pink was playing at Hyde Park in London the other day, and during one of her songs, a fan brought up a bag of her mother's ashes on stage. Pink looked at the bag, picked it up, said, "Wait, is this your mom? I don't know how I feel about this." And then she gently placed the ashes out of the way in front of a speaker. But I was wanting to get your thoughts on this.
Pretty awesome.
I mean, I'm into it too, sort of, but I don't know if she responded. Like, what as an artist, what do you do in that moment? She really didn't know what to do.
Hand it to a crew member. They put it on a speaker cabinet. All good.
Mom's on stage.
Let's not make this a thing now.
Oh,
okay, it's a one-off. Now, let this not become Pink's thing where people bring their parents' ashes to Pink shows and put them up on stage.
This was a fan that handed it to her?
Yeah.
like slid it up on stage. Didn't necessarily hand it to her, but was like, here's a bag of ashes that happened to be a relative of hers. They're believed to be her mom.
Oh.
And then Pink picked it up
creepy.
and was like, what is this? Realized it was ashes. Asked the woman, is this your mom? And then was kind of weirded out and put the bag kind of to the side.
Yeah, that's fascinating. But, I mean, not a surprise, I guess. It's a surprise because we never heard about it before, but wow.
Well, and then
Why? Why would you do that?
Because maybe mom was a big Pink fan.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it was her wishes.
like my mom would want her ashes to be on rolling, like she'd be like, get me on the Rolling Stone stage. Just put me up there.
Yeah, dude. Hey, honeysuckle rose doesn't happen, you know, in this realm. Like, well, you know,
I wish you wouldn't have brought that up.
He's still hurting.
Someone sent me a picture of the bus. It was there.
Oh, it was
Willie
there?
wasn't on it. The bus came late. Willie wasn't on it. Willie flew in, but the bus did arrive. So was there. I was misinformed.
Did Willie take it out? Like, did he leave on honeysuckle
I
rose?
don't know if he left on it. I know that he was escorted, high COVID precautions. He was masked up, escorted to stage, did the show, masked up, golf cart back to the bus area. I don't know if he got on the bus. Sorry.
Yeah.
Man,
Cuts deep.
I'm sorry, man.
Sorry, man.
I didn't mean to bring it up. Celebrities celebrating crappy birthdays today. Chandler Riggs, that's Carl on The Walking Dead. Chandler is 24. Matthew Lewis, two first names, that's dorky Neville Longbottom in Harry Potter movies. He's 34. Alana Masterson, Tara on The Walking Dead is 35. Ed Westwick, Chuck Bass on Gossip Girl is 36. Drake Bell is 37. Sam Claflin, that's Finnick on in the Hunger Game movies. He's 37. Khloe Kardashian is 39. Lee Nash, that's Sixpence None the Richer. There's a gal-fronted rock band.
Sixpence None the Richer. That was something Kiss.
Kiss Me. And wasn't it played first right here on the point?
You are thinking of, was it Kiss Me or what was the one right before that?
Well, I mean, their
Loveful.
first single spun in the U.S.
that's
was
the
here
Cardigans.
on the point, right?
Yes, and I think that was Les Aaron. Les Aaron was responsible for that. She is 47. Tobey Maguire, the OG Spider-Man, kind of, is 48. J.J. Abrams, the brilliant creator of many things, is 57. And Julia Duffy, this Stephanie on Newhart. That's like the second Newhart reference this week. Julia Duffy is 72.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Regan Starr. 2 R's, if you're wondering. Today's birthday girl has been in 191 films, including The Bear Bitch Project, in a movie called Butt Hut, Debbie Does Iowa.
Butt Hut, hi!
Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap 6, Fire in the Hole, she was in Guttermouths 10, Liquid Gold 1 and 2, Spin the Booty, and Who Could Forget a Role in 2005's Pass the Ass, Please. Regan Starr is 47 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays. And that was your crap on celebrities.
Happy birthday, Regan.
Guys, I almost died right there.
I know. You okay?
I'm all right.
I was just there.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back. Moon has some of your emails. It is 8:59. Tuesday, another look at your traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. There's still a lot of racing left in 2023 at WWT Raceway. IndyCar returns August 26th and 27th. Get your tickets now. Right lane closed due to a crash 270 southbound after 70. On the southern side of things, right lane closed due to debris on the road 270 northbound at 44. And then we also have a center lane closed due to debris on the road 170 southbound at Forest Park Parkway. Your point forecast, things heating up. Rain's going to probably start tomorrow, go for the next 3 days, but today it's just hot. High of 90, low of 66. Right now it's 72 at the Point Studio. Your Point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
All right, let's get some emails going. Moon, what we got today?
Okay. Pardon me. Woo. Emails brought to you by Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes, your one-stop shop for all mailboxes. Needanewmailbox.com. Sup, fighting Johnnies? Weeks ago, Rizz was talking about his water shoes that look like regular shoes. What was that brand? Thanks, Pork Steak Army recruit Jeremy.
Oh, God.
It's Saguaro, right? Saguaro?
Yeah, Saguaro. Well, the Saguaros are like a combo of Croc.
They're like Toms and socks. Remember those old water shoe socks things?
That wasn't that brand that I got.
Oh, see, when you were talking about them, when I remember, it was Saguaro because I ordered some. And they look like they're not the toe ones where you put your toes in, each individual toe stocking.
Yeah.
But they like have a design on the top that looks like that. So my kids are super grossed out by them because I look like a Ninja Turtle walking around. But they're super flat. They're called like barefoot shoes or something like that. But the nice thing is they have like a good bottom. So I'm wearing them like when I'm on the boat or on a wave runner or jumping in a lake. I don't like having bare feet, even in a lake. I just don't like it.
Is it Vibram?
Not for me. I bought the Saguaros.
Gotcha.
Saguaros.
Oh, God, you're making me look. Hang on.
Yeah, sorry.
Go on.
That's what
Is it Athletic Works?
No.
I'm going to go to the next one.
Go to the next one.
Okay. Thoughts on your wife's sister getting married multiple times, all being destination weddings with very expensive dresses. I might be a D, but I say I'm out for the next one.
No, that's
Anonymous.
BS. All destinations?
All destinations.
How many times?
Wife's sister is getting married multiple times. I don't know if that's 2, but it sounds like 3.
Get the f*** out of here.
All destination weddings, expensive dresses.
Good no-look button press.
I know where my get the F out of here buttons are.
That's great.
Get the f*** out of here.
Didn't even look up.
Here, do you need help since you're looking?
Get the f*** out of here.
I'm trying to find the water shoes. Yeah, you don't need to go. You're good. Right?
Yeah. It becomes
That's a tough one.
overboard, right? Like, why are we
I
doing
can't find them. I'm sorry. I don't know I got to look at home.
the big wedding, every time destination wedding?
Okay, real quick. So let's say, and here's what I was thinking, because we don't have all the details here, and I thought, okay, if I don't know anything about this guy's economic status, but one could easily say, I just can't afford to go again.
Right.
I can't afford to go again. I already did this. But let's say he's very well off and it's very known. Let's say he and his wife are very well off, so it is not an expense thing. Is it then okay to say I'm not going to your destination wedding?
How many weddings are you going to have? Like, enough is enough.
Enough
it's time
is
to go to the
enough.
courthouse.
But would you say that to somebody? That once you're at their wedding? A sister-in-law?
If I'm close enough.
A sister-in-law. This is your wife's sister.
See, then you're obligated to go. That's the other part. You know what I'm saying? It's like the family
if it's your wife's
obligation.
sister, then you leave it up to your wife to tell you what to do.
You guys love weddings. You love
I love weddings.
Vacation,
I love
a
weddings.
wedding.
I love weddings.
You were not here on Friday. when we were having the discussion of saying no to the wedding, right? That was Friday.
That was bridesmaids, yeah. But you don't have to be a bridesmaid.
Yeah, you don't have, hey, you got reasons that you can't be there. You can't be in the wedding. You can't go to the wedding.
I'm
You
sorry to
just
say,
no.
if it's your wife's sister, it's not up to you. It's up to her. It's up to your wife.
That's true.
It's up to your wife.
Well, you don't have to go, though.
Yeah, just me. I'll go.
That's sending a statement, too, though.
Well, Trish, pick a lane. You know, we did Jamaica. We're not doing Cabo.
Right.
Too bad.
All right.
You married the wrong guy. I'm going on vacation where I want to go. Stop planning my vacations for me.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
That's what sucks about destination weddings is there's basically someone else being like, hey, I'm going to plan your next few vacation days for you.
Yeah, you're right.
And then
Because
your
that'll
whole-
count as a lot of people's vacations.
If you do it once, that's cool.
And your whole family, unless you have a great relationship with your family, which that's awesome. But like, let's say you don't have a great relationship with your family. Now you're on vacation with your entire family.
Yeah.
Then it's not a vacation, it's a trip. You've now turned this beautiful location into a trip.
Yeah.
I just took a trip.
Yep.
There's a difference.
Yeah, for sure.
And I hate to say that if it's your wife's sister,
Play along,
you
man.
got to play along with that one, man. You got to keep the peace.
Play along. I
hate to say it, it's a defeatist attitude.
I get it if it's going to put you in a hole, though. Put you in a hole, you say, hey, man,
I'm out on the second one.
I'd love to be there.
If you did the first one, I feel like you've done your duty as husband/partner. If it's be like, hey, man.
But now you're not supporting the new guy. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe you liked Rico.
The third, it's the third destination wedding. Third. Third.
3, dude.
Out.
You guys
But
should
it
go.
depends on the location, too, right?
This is what you should do on
That's
the
for
third
me.
wedding.
Get the out of here.
The first wedding is you go big, you get nuts. Second wedding, okay, divorce happens, you find your soulmate. Okay, you get destination. Hey, this is what we're doing. It's okay if you don't come. Third wedding, we're doing
nerve.
third
The
wedding
nerve.
destination. Hey, best friends, you two, you're coming with us. We're paying for you to go. It's just the four of
The
us.
nerve.
We're going to get married at the beach.
The
No
nerve
family.
to ask
Yeah.
for a third one.
So much pressure and things you're putting on. This is why I'm.
You're running out of destinations.
All right, next.
Hey, guys, and Lern.
Hi.
Last week, and this was a few weeks back now. My heart fluttered as you guys talked about live bear wrestling at Jamestown Mall. Remember we were talking about this?
Yeah.
Just 2 months before I was born, my dad, Tom, who unfortunately passed in '96, was one of the Victor the Bear's opponents, standing 8'3", weighing in at 750 pounds. Victor gave my dad a serious run for his money and had my mom wondering if she'd be raising me alone. At the time of the match, Victor had suffered only one loss in 15,000 matches, allegedly. Fun fact, the ref for the match was Gorgeous George, a standout from wrestling at the Chase.
Whoa, yeah, it's a big name. Even I know that name.
Yeah, so he was known for throwing out golden bobby pins from his luscious blonde locks to his adoring female fans. You can see him in 2 of the pics with his high-waisted tights and his super sweet boots. Now, they sent a picture over. Hope he enjoyed, despite Moon thinking it was absurd. He was.
It is absurd.
It was
It's
just
bear
different
wrestling
back
at a
then.
mall. It's absurd.
Happy birthday, Rizz. Check this out, dude.
Just 'cause
80s
it's
were awesome.
Just because it's absurd doesn't mean it's bad.
Here's a picture from the stands
Oh my
of this bear. I mean, they're full like it's a wrestling grapple. They're grappling. This bear's got his mouth on this man's shoulder. Tell me this isn't absurd. This is wild. I mean, I'm not saying it absurd in a bad way, but this is crazy stuff.
It's like, saying NASCAR is Hoosier. Yes, it is.
Isn't this
But
cool,
that's
though?
not necessarily a bad thing.
Isn't this cool, though, that this kid has a picture,
Right.
Yeah.
a photograph, and on the back it's
Right.
it's written, Tom Wrestling Victor, 750 pounds, 8'3" bear
Wow.
at Jamestown Mall, June 1977.
Only one defeat in 15,000 matches. Damn.
In case
That
you
was
were
a working
wondering.
bear.
They wrote bear. In case you're wondering if there's a really hairy guy.
Hey, before we move on to the next email, I do want to make an announcement. Rafe has been recruiting for his pork steak army
Yes.
for a couple months now.
Yeah, that first email reminded me of this.
And it looks like things are going well. I'm afraid that you're going to be put on some kind of militia watch list at some point where you guys are starting to buy up land out west,
Yeah.
and fortifying fortifying a place.
We move out to Rizz Farms. It becomes the new Waco. And all we're doing is smoking meats
But there
and
is
eating treats.
There is going to be an event coming up where there will be a big swearing-in ceremony.
Big announcement here. Big one.
Big swearing-in ceremony. Now, there needs to be an identifier for the Pork Steak Army.
Correct.
So we're thinking a specific Pork Steak Army bumper sticker.
Okay.
That you put on your car.
A logo, if you will.
You put on your car, and
banner.
it will tell other people that you're in the Pork Steak Army as well.
Right.
Yeah, a banner, almost a coat of arms, if you will. And part of this is some of you have sent me some already to various locations. I get about 200 to 300 photos of people's pork steaks or pictures from Taco John's. That's a whole nother thing. The Fightin' Johnny's are. We have to get we have to get the pork steak logo first.
Yes.
Then we'll move on to the Fightin' Johnny's after. But we are going to have a contest for all of our listeners to design a logo for us. A coat of arms for the Pork Steak Army. Some of you have already sent them in to random inboxes of mine, some through my private email. I don't even know how you got it, but I love it. We have a formal form on the 105.7 website, and I believe going to be on the app later today, for you to submit your Pork Steak Army coat of arms logo. And the winner, you have until July 9th, no later than July 9th, to put this in, because we got a big announcement coming up.
The winner becomes an officer immediately.
Yes.
Immediately.
Like
The
an
winner,
officer.
First person sworn in.
Straight through the officer training.
the winner is the first graduate of Pork Steak Army's Officers Candidate School. And you will be brought into studio, and you will be sworn in as the first official lieutenant of the Pork Steak Army.
I know we were all talking about this, but I forgot to ask that when the stickers and patches are made, will this be something available where people can pass them out and it's like a draft letter? Like, here's, you've now been drafted.
Yes. There will be... There's a big announcement to come on that, too. There will be a formal, after we get this logo stuff lined out, there will be a formal application to join the Pork Steak Army, where you will submit on a form online, tell me, you will be telling me, so keep this in mind for later, you'll be telling me what qualifications you have that you bring to the table that makes you a good candidate for the Pork Steak Army, and I will be assigning ranks based off of that.
So just think, when you send in this logo, think about how it's going to look on a sticker.
That's right.
Think about the oval Rizz Show weirdo sticker. Just, I'd like it to fit kind of on that.
Something in that range, yeah.
Something in that range.
Be actually like, can we make it a pork steak?
Yeah, that'd be
Like the
pretty
actual
rad.
cutout like a steak?
Well, let's see
I
what's
have
submitted.
a potato that you guys could easily transform into.
Yeah, let's see what the
Let's see
creativity.
what the-
I want to see what people do.
All right, so Lern, if you would, we sent you the link.
Yeah, I'm gonna
push
send it
that
out.
on all our socials.
On it.
It'll be up on the website. It'll be up on the app soon, probably later today. But get your submissions in by July the 9th, and we'll pick somebody, and they will be the first person sworn in as an officer in studio.
First lieutenant in the Pork Steak Army.
Yep.
The stakes are high.
The stakes
no pun
are
intended.
No,
STEAKS.
pun intended.
And
for
I
sure.
have lots of people who have been doing this independently. Whoever you are, if you've already done a design, just go upload it here, because it has to be an official entry. Because I have some good ones already in my inbox. And
Re-upload, yeah.
And slowly but surely, we'll share these designs on social media. And we're going to show you, we're going to let you guys have a peek behind the curtain of what's going on behind locked doors in the war room here at Rizzuto Studios.
Rizzuto Farms.
This is our brain
It's
trust.
the command center.
That's right, the command center here. And we'll let you know what's going on as we choose our first lieutenant in the Pork Steak Army. What a high honor.
Right.
Yeah, I really think it's going to get out of hand. We're going to be on some kind of list. I'm really honestly worried.
It's possible. The FBI could
Probably
kick the
already
door
on
in
it.
any moment.
Any moment now. Like we're on like some kind of like CIA, FBI list, just rolling up. Gotta keep our eye on these.
They're stockpiling barrels of dry rub.
Yeah, stockpiling barrels of malls.
Speaking of dry rub and different things, the next email is perfect for that.
God, one more.
Learn.
What?
Hope you are well.
Thanks.
I enjoy having you on the show.
Okay.
So does the emailer, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Wanted to ask you what your apricot wing recipe is. I remember you talking about it a few weeks ago. Didn't get the recipe. Want to make them for 4th of July.
Perfect 4th of July barbecue thing to make. Here's what you're going to do.
Quickly.
All right. You're going to go into the jelly aisle of your local grocer. You're going to find apricot preserves. All right. So apricot preserves, not apricot jelly.
Uh-huh.
You're going to then get a load of wings, raw wings. Okay. Right. Then you're gonna go into the like Mexican aisle where all the like tortillas are. You're gonna get a can of chipotle peppers that are smothered in
adobo sauce.
Adobo sauce. Okay, you're going to take all this home. You're going to salt and pepper the wings. You're going to get those babies on the grill. While those things are grilling, you're going back into the kitchen in a saucepan. You're going to take as much apricot preserves with the chipotle ratio as you wish. You want it hot as hell? Dump both of those babies into the saucepan. Get nuts. You're going to take that to a boil. You're going to then take the temperature down, let it simmer.
Hey, how you doing?
Then you're going to take the pan off the stove. The wings are perfectly browned right now. You're going to take the wings off. You're going to slather this new chipotle apricot delectable sauce all over those wings. Then you're going to put them back on the grill and get them to kind of caramelize. And then you're going to eat all of those wings.
All the way. Don't wear sweatpants or wear sweatpants.
It's so good. It's delicious.
You got to write that down.
I will.
Write that down and put that out there. People love recipes.
We need to do the cookbook.
Yeah, all our recipes.
I got a ton, man.
That's, bucket list. A recipe book. Write it down. All right, thank you for your emails. All right, quick break. We'll come back with today's official headline Hooshe story. And this is Florida to the T. Today's headline Hooshe story. 9:24. Tuesday, one final look at your traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. There's still a lot of racing left in 2023 at WWT Raceway. IndyCar returns August 26th and 27th. Get your tickets now. The exit ramp from 44 eastbound at 264 Missouri 109 northbound lane is closed due to a crash. Your point forecast, things are heating up. Rain's going to start tomorrow and go for the next 3 days at least. But today is just going to be hot, high of 90, low of 66. Right now it's 75. At the Point Studio, your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
Been to an Outback Steakhouse?
What?
Yeah, never been.
You haven't eaten yet then.
Man.
That place is good. It's a fun spot.
You know what's funny is I've only had it not here and not in Australia. I think I've had it once here, but
They
I
don't have them in Australia, do they?
I don't know.
No, I think it was started by a guy from Texas.
Yeah, I think I had it in Japan or some place where I was like, oh, that will be somewhat familiar.
I mean, is that quote unquote Australian food? It's not.
No, it was. I had grilled chicken smothered with cheese.
Never had a prolapsed onion in Australia before?
It is in Australia.
Oh,
they got a whole bunch of locations there.
Well, it started by a guy in Texas, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a U.S. company, but
I will say that
they're
bloomin' onion is
international
incredible. But it's like the highest calorie thing.
Well, and that's what I'm going to bring up. Today is National Onion Day. It was established by the National Onion Association to honor the onion farmers, shippers, and packers across the U.S. It celebrates yellow onions, sweet onions, red onions, and even those white onions that you never know what to do with. Now, if you're looking to celebrate but don't want to cook anything, Outback Steakhouse is offering customers a free bloomin' onion appetizer if you dine in today. Free, free. There are a couple limitations, though. One free per table, not per person. And for whatever reason, the promo isn't happening in Mississippi, Tennessee, or at any airport locations.
Okay.
You also
Never
have to
the
mention,
airport, dude.
You also have to mention National Onion Day when you order. But free bloomin' onion today.
That's cool.
Gift cards don't work at the airport either. That's always really
they
got
don't?
my goat. Yeah. You get a Starbucks gift card, tried at airport Starbucks. No bueno.
No bueno, huh? You know what? That bloomin' onion, yeah, I hear it's probably one of the most unhealthy things to eat. And then they were doing for a while where it was like dipped in cheese with bacon on top.
Yeah. And even when you do that, you're still dipping it in something else.
Yeah, you dip it in ranch or whatever.
There's always another dip.
But man, I've had a bloomin' onion, not an Outback.
They're incredible.
Worth it.
1,600 calories.
Damn, right?
You know what? Everything in moderation. You have one a decade, and I think it's...
Yeah, sure.
One a day.
Yeah, if you have one a day, you're going to die.
You turn into a bloomin' onion.
You have one a day, you're going to die.
I like my onions prolapsed, baby. That's the only way I eat them.
They do look prolapse.
They're crazy.
What's the, is onion the cheapest vegetable? Because I was having this conversation with somebody. I was like, man, I feel like the only vegetable that they do not, because I'm allergic to onions. And when they come on something, they're on it. You know what I mean? It's not a sprinkling. And I'm like, is it just the cheapest vegetable? Is that why it is such a common ingredient? And it's like in such bountiful amounts?
Well, I think it grows easy,
cucumber.
too.
Yeah, I was
Say
gonna say, I feel
broccoli is the cheapest vegetable with an average price of $1.92 a pound.
Really? I
Really?
would think cucumber because, I mean, it is nothing but water. It's super easy to grow. Every time I've had
lettuce.
a cucumber plant, I'm like, 3 of them are popping up a day.
Cheapest in the grocery store.
Boom, bragging about his giant cucumber again.
Broccoli, onions, bagged
Full
spinach,
of
russet
water.
potatoes, sweet potatoes, canned tomatoes, carrots, and green cabbage.
I think onion is in everything because it is such a flavorful thing. It's like an aromatic.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I just feel
different
like-
types of onion.
That's true. I just feel like when you get, for instance, when we do Mexican food at home, fajitas, I'll do onions on the side for Tina. And the amount of onions that come on the side are laughable. It's like an entire to-go box full of onions. And I'm like, if you order peppers on the side, you get a little helping.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like, it's almost like they're giving onions away.
Yeah.
Man, I'm bummed for you that you're
Yeah, it
allergic to
sucks.
onions.
I love them.
Even
They taste
sweet,
great.
Sweet
That
onion and all
sucks.
that.
That's what sucks is I'll be about 9 onions in before I realize I've eaten an onion.
Oh.
It's not like something that I'm repulsed by. I actually love it.
What if it's deep fried? Is that okay then?
I don't
Yeah,
think
it
so.
cancels it out.
Yeah, cancel everything.
Like the
Yeah, deep fry.
onion ring.
It's a whole other thing.
No, I can't do onion rings. It's a sad day.
It's a bummer.
sorry.
Sorry. Today's you're gonna hide in your basement. National Onion.
Yeah, it's a sad day.
All right, let's do this one final thing.
Brought to you by Moritz Royce Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Rizzuto Show.
All right, let's go to Seminole, Florida. That's out near Tampa. Now
I like
they
this
say
time of year.
you are what you eat, and
Uh-oh.
sometimes what you drink. Apparently,
Uh-oh.
a 39-year-old guy named Seth Thomas was arrested last Tuesday night while drinking a Florida Man beer. So a place in Tampa called Cigar City Brewing makes it. It's a pale ale that's 8.5% alcohol.
Dang.
He was yelling at cars while walking through traffic.
Holding a can that says Florida Man?
He was sipping on an open can of Florida Man when cops showed up.
Nice.
The brewery's website says it's brewed with a, quote, nearly criminal amount of hops. And they say it's a tribute to all those alligator wrestling, Florida men with shark tooth necklaces, and a, quote, rap sheet longer than their mama's mustache.
Man.
Speaking of rap sheets, Seth's got one.
No.
He's been arrested before for open container, trespassing, and obstructing police, and he's facing charges for disorderly intoxication. So there you go, from Seminole, Florida. There he is, Seth Thomas, drinking that Florida Man beer, yelling at cars. You are today's Headline Hooshe. Do you have something in?
No, I just I'm so surprised that this isn't his first offense.
Oh, yeah. Shocker.
Yeah, I thought this was more of a gateway, like, hey, it's not too late. We can turn things around, but you know
No,
what?
he's long
it's
gone.
never too late.
He's long
I
gone.
disagree with you.
We
There's
lost
never
him.
too late.
We lost him.
Never too late.
I will take one final break. We'll come back and wrap her up. All right, that is it for us. Donnie Fandango is next. Today's Pappy's Recappy.
Brought to you by Pappy's Smokehouse, celebrating 15 years. Locally owned, world famous. 2 locations, including Highway 70 and Mid Rivers Mall Drive in St. Peters. Of course, follow us on our socials at RIZZ Show. You'll get a little behind-the-scenes view of who got shot today when we played Do It Bitch. We had a new host for Do It Bitch. That was fun. Tune into the podcast on YouTube and all other podcast directories as well, including Spotify. We covered a lot of stuff. Rizz news,
man.
crap on celebrities. 4th of July travel expected to reach a record high. We'll tell you the best and worst times to be traveling this weekend. Also, we got into it this morning about controversial things that people pretend to hate, like pumpkin spice or...
Nickelback.
Yeah, that made the list.
Pumpkin Spice and Nickelback.
Yeah, but we got into it. It was really fun to see how you stack up to all the stats. 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. We also got Headline Hooshe and everything. Today it was titled, Are You on Drugs, Honestly? And I think that was right around the debut of King Scott's new song, which you cannot hear yet on the streaming services.
Yes.
No.
But soon.
But soon.
But check out the podcast.
Followed by 2 more.
I
mean, just so many hot jams coming out.
Tease.
Get the peanut butter ready. The jams are coming out.
Okay. Learn anything else?
I put my apricot wings recipe out on the socials, so if you want that for the weekend, it's out.
Yum.
Rafe?
Send us those logos for the Pork Steak Army. Follow me at I am Rafe Wiliams. And if you're in Nashville this weekend, I'll be doing Don't Tell comedy shows all weekend. Come check it out.
Awesome. Moon?
I put out my recipe for an awesomer life like every day on my
gotta get out of
socials
here.
at
Scott?
Moon Valjean here. Why you disrespect me? Because I've been here the longest?
Yeah, go to, make sure to come out July 4th to Bridgeton's Parade because I'll be the Grand Marshal there, and it's going to be awesome. And alongside Brando down the hallway here. So it's going to be a big day over there. And also follow me at King Scott Rules on all socials because that song will blow your pants off when it finally drops.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Are you on drugs? Honestly.
What?
Yeah,
Gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
All right, we'll leave you with a selection from our Team Rizz Member of the Day, which is brought to you by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill, proud sponsor Team Rizz. Visit hotshotsnet.com/Team Rizz. From St. Louis, Brad Hahn is out.
Yeah, Brad Hahn. Oh, I do have one more thing. And it's special thank you to the chat room today for keeping it awesome, keeping it fun, keeping it light.
Keeping it real.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
It's the first time in years.
You guys did so good. Brad wants to hear this song. Here it is, and we will see you tomorrow. Done it next. Bye.